Alright, let us begin. I have a message. Where do I have a message? Which one of you messaged me?
Not me.
Everyone started messaging him.
No, it wasn't you.
Yeah. But we established that the mansion is specifically attached to whatever.
Yes, but the door
Plane
can be
it's
open
summoned
or
on.
closed. You can close. It can be closed, not even with an action. It just says it can be opened or closed, as if you are within 30 feet of it.
Which one's this?
It's
Magnificent
not
Mansion.
really the point I was getting at. I want to know what. If it counts as its own plane, then that's fine.
Yes.
Okay, that's
It
fine.
counts as its own plane. It's effectively a space in the astral sea which you've stored. Where you've stored
But it
yourself.
was attached. It was attached specifically to the
I have
location and
returned.
plane that it was summoned on.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm back.
How do you feel about a coliseum in the back of the mansion?
I love it.
Now,
Does the
unfortunately,
mansion have to be a fixed layout?
it doesn't have to
always,
be a
or can you
fixed
change it
layout.
between
However, it is a series of rooms that are a maximum 20 foot large in any dimension. However, I have stretched it a little bit to allow for some freedoms, like the merging of rooms. Making an
Radius
open...
is a dimension.
I know. That's fine. It's just a matter of... I've allowed freedoms for this sort of thing. Turning my mansion into a coliseum.
More like a fight. More like having a fighting pit.
It will take
Yeah, right, a
work.
fight
If
pit.
it's a fighting pit and it's smaller, that sort of thing's fine. Farnsworth can dig that out in half an hour.
I mean,
But
that's fine, but then we have a skybox over it where it's just a fake crowd.
It's just loads of Farnsworth
Oh my!
looking down.
oh my goodness.
Have I missed
Judgingly, and
something?
each of them wields a knife.
Have I missed the start of the session?
No, we've opened up, so I'm just about to do the introduction. So, hello everyone, I'm Malcom here with Harlan,
Hello.
Jamie,
Hi.
Simon,
Hello.
Sudz,
Hello.
Sam,
Hello.
and Infernal.
Arrow.
Hello, and we are all here, and it's being run by your DM, Chris. So, usual announcements, thank you to Snows for all the artwork, thank you to Tabletop Audio for all the free music and sound, I have made all the maps. Anything else anyone wants to say, or are we just going to get straight into this?
Hey everyone, get in here.
Alright.
Bippity boppity
We actually may get a copyright thing from that. I am very sorry.
It's
Oh,
fine.
for the reference there?
Hold on, your impressions are good, not that good.
I will say, if they want to copy strike like someone who's got one main subscriber and he sits in the channel, all I have to do is make a new account and I'll get the new starting streamer buff, which basically means loads of people will join to the channel. So it might be a good thing anyway.
Thanks.
Where the frick have I been sent a message? Infernal, what is this cursed image?
Please share.
Infernal,
What?
you have permissions to share. However, there may be some dice rolled this session against you.
No.
Don't forget, I still have that one anti-lucky that I have accrued that I will use someday.
To clarify, we did establish we have actually done the long rest, right?
Yes. Yes, you have done the long rest. However, I will be asking during this beginning session if there's anything you'd like to do before the long rest. You've done your scries, so there's not really anything else to add to it, but yeah. So, last session our party of adventurers. Elsyan, Queglod, Sasha, Malcom, Bern and Rook. After going to the Prill Manor in the attempted assassination over Queglod's parents, Goyava and Jalila, the party had snuck around to the best of their ability, making loud noises, crunching rooms, attacking undead, being attacked by undead, starting extra encounters, and then proceeding to do some interesting password cracking. To a degree. With each of these drawing to a close, the party went down to a final chamber. They didn't know the extent of what would be before them. But as they arrived, they found necrotic auras emanating from certain areas, and as the party ventured on experimenting where they might be able to go, they just came into contact with a strange and otherwise abominable creature, one which is of legend and only a few of the party had knew what it was. A shadowy humanoid, huge in size, standing about 18 feet tall, large curved horns, multiple eyes, and a garish, almost elongated mouth. As the form looked about the party, the Nightwalker was revealed to them, according to the expertise and knowledge of Queglod, Elsyan, and Bern. With this, the party dispatched of this creature and began to work about getting rid of it for good before 3 more showed up. With this, the party panicked, prepared themselves, some of the party taking grave hits and preparing themselves as such, before finally gathering themselves, defeating the Nightwalkers, and heading on home. Arriving home, various scries were used. A successful one on Jalila, as she otherwise sat in a room stroking what looked to be one of the anchorage crests, with one of the worm-like beings on the interior, otherwise slinking about and exploring the interior of its domain. With this, the party, or in this particular case, Malcom watched and waited. Oh no, it was Queglod, wasn't it?
Queglod, because
Yeah.
I never saw her.
Yeah. Queglod watched and waited. As this then moved on, she targeted another one of the individuals, a tall half-dragon standing about 9 to 10 feet tall, blue in coloration, a long tail behind him, as he otherwise wandered from one room to the next before coming into contact with another one of his kin. One of a different coloration, one who otherwise stood there, robe over her form, and shorter than him. But with a simple detect magic and dispel magic, the scry was broken. With this now ended, the party was blind to what may come next, so they took their rests and proceeded to sleep, prepare themselves and sleep for the remainder of the day, unless there's anything anyone would like to do before the long rest begins.
No?
I'm good, I think.
Anything?
Is it at all possible to acquire any more resistance? Necrotic things?
Necrotic resistant potions?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. The DC for this will be quite high, simply because
I have 1 lucky left, I believe.
hold on, is Crabbob working for all of you?
No.
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 Nope.
Technical difficulties.
Yay! Everyone's favourite.
Huzzah.
How about now?
No. No, it's not.
No.
Why is Crabbard not working? Hold on.
Because he's not Crabbard. He's Sorcerer. He's here to fuck with you.
Oh, please give... Oh, I don't want to give feedback. It's Crabbard. He doesn't have a feedback to give.
There we go.
Okay, you can hear him and you can't hear me through Crabbard?
Nope. Can hear him, cannot hear you through.
Perfect. Fixed. Technical difficulties
Yeah.
fixed by a master genius who just turned it off and on again.
Master genius. I've never heard a larger crock of shit in my life.
This is something that I will never live down. I will embrace it. I am
It's
the...
on the same lines of Richard Hammond saying he's a driving god.
I am driving God.
God.
I am the MG, the master genius.
Oh god.
That's the ultimate title now.
Yep. Oh no, this is going to be great.
Dungeon Master
Emperor,
Genius.
screw that, I'm the master genius.
Master genius.
Dungeon Master Genius.
Dungeon Master Genius. DMG. Dungeon Master's Genius. Anyway, enough about me.
I will use my last lucky on this roll.
Oh, wait, on what roll? Sorry.
The
Investigation. Right, I completely forgot.
Okay, that's a 14, I think. Hold up.
Okay. Going around, you don't find much. You've cleared out most of the market. Yeah, there aren't necrotic resistance potions all that often. You know that there were some that you didn't buy back in Oregon. However, I believe most of you, if not all of you, are tapped out for today.
Tapped. Well, I've got some I've got some fun stuff I could do, but it wouldn't be very helpful.
It's more of a matter of tapped out as in you can't get to Oregon and back again with ease. So I will say with that investigation, you don't find anything. Oh,
Let me check.
do you have enough chalk and spell points to be able to teleport to Oregon with the teleportation circle and then come
I
back?
have basically all my spell points.
Oh,
I could do a
fuck,
ninth,
my
I could
throw
do an
burn.
8th level sending if you like.
The main thing's just
What time
getting
is
there. The only thing you know is that there are... Well, you went there early in the morning, and you've gotten back probably like 10 o'clock
Okay.
a.m. You've got the rest of the day, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have enough spell slots to go back and forth.
Keep in mind that from what you remember from what Queglod said, that they only had 2 more spell potions, or necrotic resistance potions. So it's up to you whether that's worth it, but it's not going to cover your entire party. Outside of that, you don't know if anybody else would have that kind of potion stock. Because you've sucked up most of it because there's a sudden demand in it, according to you guys. And as a result...
How much were they?
How much were they?
Yeah.
I am quickly double checking that now. Potions of necrotic resistance are 190 GP each.
190.
Yep.
You guys think it's worth?
Well, I mean, maybe. I
Necrotic
don't
resistance for an
know.
hour is quite valuable. It did prove its worth.
Yeah, it's quite useful. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
heck,
who's not got a potion?
I think that's
Me.
everyone.
Yeah, I used up my both potions
Let
for
me check my
necrotic.
I
inventory.
use both of mine.
I do still have 11 healing potions.
I have a fire resistance, but no necrotic. Okay. Someone want to lend me some money because I'm out.
Yeah.
How much you need?
It's what? 190, 190. That's
380.
So 400 gold, please.
400 gold? Oh, that's nothing. I pass over 40 platinum.
Okay. There you go.
God, we are such the 1% now.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. Not including the bars of platinum that are still in storage.
Right,
I have
okay, guys. I want to know.
2,215 platinum on me.
Guys, we don't pay tax on this money.
We
I
don't.
think the only tax we pay is on the tavern. Do we even pay tax on the tavern?
Yeah, I mean, you make
Okay.
more money than you're paying, but you're still paying.
Well, yeah, but still, we don't expect to get pay any tax for
We're
our
tax
venturing money.
evading, basically. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
if we
No,
put this shit in a
avoidance. Evading is illegal. Avoiding is a slap on the wrist. Is what you get.
avoiding is technically legal, but how bad of you? Oh, how naughty.
Both
Yeah,
of
we
them
should
are
probably
illegal,
do
you don't get
something with all
caught.
this money.
Nah.
Nah, just selling it. It's fine. You can
Hang
go on
out the
vacation
windows.
after the big bad's out.
Yeah, I'll be honest. My plan is I'm getting up my brewery set up and raising a fuck ton of adventurers to do great deeds and evils on the continent.
I thought you were going to say baby dwarfs, but that works too.
No, baby dwelfs. Come on.
Baby dwarfs. My
They're
apologies.
basically just humans.
Shh, we don't. That's what variant humans are.
No.
Hello, hello.
When a Goliath and a Halfling have a child, it's a variant human. When an elf and a dwarf have a human, it's a variant human.
God,
Sam,
Goliath
Sam.
and Halfling have the same energy as Whale Lord and Skitty.
Sam. At the end of the campaign, should we just roll a D100 to see how many kids we have?
We're not having dozens of children.
A brood.
Well, it's better than rolling a d20 and having Bern use lucky on it to re-roll it for you.
We get a 2. Ah, perfect. Burn reroll.
Rolls
We get a
20.
We get a crit.
Oh
God.
no! And don't forget the +5 rule.
It's 25.
Elsyan is going to be such a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Meanwhile,
Heading-
I'll be teaching them to forge like from the cradle.
Yeah. So, teleporting to Oregon for the first time, you...
Yeah, I have the teleportation circle now.
Yep, you have the teleportation circle. So you teleport to Oregon using teleportation circle. You arrive in the central capital building. There are, as you enter the building, or as you enter the section where the teleportation circle is, you note that it is guarded. And you are a registered user, but the sentinels do seem to react to this new and interesting individual who has arrived unannounced.
I'll go
Oh,
with
you're
him.
still in kid form, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
It doesn't matter which form he's in; they're still going to react.
Yeah.
If a child showed up, they'd question how they
Even worse.
teleported in. Yeah.
Nick, what if I went with Bern?
You can come with me, sure.
Either way, going with, you see the otherwise cylindrical chamber that you're in with the domed roof over the top. 4 will look to be these large gargoyle-like creatures, almost looking similar to sphinxes in that regard, of being cat-like with large wings over their back and faces of humans. As they sit there, they otherwise look, and as you land, each of them begins to animate, the stone cracking and crumbling as they move, becoming almost flesh and otherwise stone material creatures. They stand and move towards you before they otherwise look through both of you and deem you either not a threat or registered, as they take a step back and they return to their pedestal, and a metal door across the way from you opens to a hallway beyond. You travel out, heading towards where you otherwise know. You're in one of the fortresses somewhere. And as you exit, as you otherwise led to an exit, you find your way out onto the upper plateau before making your way to the shop. You head inside, buy the 2 necrotic potions, or 2 potions of resistance, and you otherwise return home using a teleportation circle to get back to Adamanthia. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before long rest, and then we move on?
Would I have enough time to learn Dispel Magic?
If you have
I
a
believe-
spell scroll for it, you have...
Yes, I do. I do. I'm trying to remember. It's 3rd level.
It's 3rd level, and you came back at 10 o'clock, so you've got about 12 hours.
Yeah, so I have enough time to learn it. Cool.
So you can go ahead and add that to your...
It was 25 or 50 GP?
Of
Huh?
chalk?
Yeah,
You should know. It's your spell.
it's
I'll-
50 GP.
I'll let you find out.
I have enough for exactly 2 uses.
Excellent. You can pick up more there if you wanted to. So, with that, you return back to Adamanthia. With nothing else in hand to do, you rest for the evening, and you head to bed once more. Resting during the night, you easily sleep it off. There's no interruption, no nothing. You wake the next morning, bacon butties and eggs otherwise well prepared for you as you exit onto the downstairs area. Your cleaner is otherwise going about their business cleaning the upper decks after each of you have vacated your rooms. What is your plan of action for the day?
Make some bacon sandwich.
I put on my bracer's back after it's been 24 hours.
You will need to wait until 10 a.m, so you can wait until then if you wanted to before leaving.
Could I get my hands on either some more holy water or some powdered silver and iron? 100 gold pieces worth.
This early in the morning, the shops aren't open, and the Undercity is turning off for the night. As people are beginning to hit, or turning off for the day.
We've got to wait till
Yeah.
10 a.m. anyway, so...
Waiting till 10 a.m, yeah, that's
in
fair.
that time, could I...
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
I
you
don't
know
think-
it, I don't
It's
mind.
just some
Go ahead.
silver and iron, and I just file it down myself if necessary.
Yeah. You
If-
finding
If you
silver
don't
and
want to wait,
irons...
you can go, by the way. I don't need the bracers.
I mean, I don't think a few hours makes all the difference.
And it's
Um,
not like I can heal you anyway.
Yeah.
I
Although
mean,
how
yeah,
how
you're
long
not
will it
getting-
take
No,
you
no,
to...
genuinely. There's only one spell that I can actually heal you with.
No, you can heal me if we're not in daylight.
No, it doesn't work on undead.
Alright, your spells don't work on undead, right?
Yeah, the only one I can use is life transference.
Does cure does not work on undead either?
Nope.
Nope. Healing spells don't work on undead, but it does mean you can heal from healing potions.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. The gauntlets or the braces just mean that you can't be healed above 1 hit point. So,
How
I can bring you
yeah.
back from the dead.
how long would it actually take you to make holy water?
Hour-long ceremony, I believe.
yep. And you'd be able to make 1 vial, I believe.
Yes, but I need to have 100 gold pieces worth.
How much is holy water in the player's handbook?
I want to say it's either 100 or 25 gold pieces. I'll double check.
I thought it was
5, I think.
Does Major Nick...
holy water, a flask of, is 25 GP.
Yes.
So if you were looking for flasks of holy water, if you're looking to make them yourselves, that is doable. You can go around and collect the iron and all of that, and kind of grind it down, make the filings, and make the powdered silver. That is doable. Alternatively,
it's just easier for me to get some powdered silver and iron and just use that for what I'm planning. I'm taking the magic circle spell because I can use it to summon. We're presuming the Prills are undead, right? At least to some degree.
Possibly.
Yeah, I can set undead to be unable to get out of the circle, or basically have a shit time getting out of the circle. I can gate them in, and then it blocks them using, at least partially blocks them using any dimensional travel to get out. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the gate as soon as possible, and even then it might hinder them getting out. So it just seems like a good idea.
Because magic circle is one way, right?
Yeah.
So it lets them in,
but not out.
There's no problem there. Okay, that's worth picking up in that case then. Yeah.
I'm helping.
Should we do the thing we did right before fighting the King of Blood? The feast?
Hero's Feast.
That does consume the bowl thingy, so I'm
not
sure how it works. That's the thing.
I only had one. I don't have any more.
Okay.
Yeah, jewel chalices need to be commissioned or made.
I haven't had the time to get another one.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just asking. I don't know what the spell uses.
Yeah, it's a 2,500 GP.
1,000.
1,000 GP gem-studded gold chalice, which then is consumed.
Okay.
The point being, it fucking sucks, dude.
It's a great spell, though.
It's a great spell, really great.
Yeah, it's a very good spell. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's just the cost is the main thing. So, with that, also go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please, Harlan.
Investigation.
This will just be to try and find the silver or iron filings.
You really like giving me intelligence checks, don't you, Chris?
I mean, I gave the same to Bern.
Natural 20.
So 25 minus 1 is for 24. You take some time wandering around.
You have to mention that.
Yeah, I do. It matters. Because it means you don't meet the DC of 25, but you do meet the DC of 20. So as you do wander around the city, you find places where you can get it. There are plenty of blacksmiths and silversmiths that work on this sort of thing. Jewelry shops where you can get powdered iron and powdered silver quite easily. I'll also say that as you are wandering around, you do know from general experience that because of the few religious orders that there are around, a few of them do stock holy water for emergency measures. So you could buy a flask from one of them if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll grab that as well.
Okay.
I mean, no problem with having more holy water.
Yeah. So 25 GP for the flask because of the flat price of it, and then I will say up to 300 GP's worth of iron filings or silver filings.
Nice. I'll grab. So did you say up to 300?
Up to 300 GP's worth, yeah.
I'll go for 200 then, and then as much spicy holy water as they'll let me get.
Yeah. So that'll be one flask for that then, given that they have to share it evenly amongst everyone. It's not a monopoly.
225 altogether. So I'll take that off there. Oh god, I have to do maths. Ah, this is a mistake.
Went shopping, did maths. Oh no.
Can I interest you in the invention of a calculator?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Said
I'll
Sasha's 9 intelligence. Can I interest you in an abacus?
Sasha takes dummy thick to a different meaning.
Okay, I don't think 9 intelligence is like too
No.
stupid to operate a calculator. That's like
No.
It's basically like what my intelligence after about an hour after I've woken up level. That's how I see it. You know, not 100% awake, but like 80% awake.
I see it as more of a because you can have kind of a actually we're not going to get into this topic. There's an entire video on that sort of thing that I could do at some point. So anyway,
I did thing.
You
I
did
spent
thing.
the
You
money.
bought. You spent the monies. You got the things. Good. With that, what is your call of order here?
Um,
Oh, hold on. What's this? I've been sent a message from Infernal. Giant brainworm.
The one we fought in Elsyan's thing.
The
Oh,
Neothalid.
Captured.
Yeah, do you want to talk to the mask and have him summon another?
No. Is it the Neothalid? Yeah, Neothalid.
Neothalid.
Yeah. I think you said when we were doing the
Yeah,
my
that you were gonna
master
try it.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to just give you the general rundown on what you understand from that thing?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I gave it to him to preserve it. Yeah.
This is to preserve the blood or to refine it?
I meant more the body, but the blood as well.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's preserved the body. And did you want to take the blood?
Not right now, no.
No, not right now. But
Yeah,
it's,
when would this be?
it's something we forgot during the time skip. So do
Yeah.
you want to just me give you the overview of it?
Yeah, sure.
Screams and coma for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And by the way, that's your screaming for 2 weeks in a coma.
Good enough. Someone else.
Ah!
No. It shouldn't be Bern screaming, but someone else just randomly goes into a coma. Just a poor commoner just falls over one day. No one knows why.
It's like pushing daisies. There you go. That's an obscure reference that very few
Oh, I
will get.
remember Pushing Daisies. That was a great show.
Anyway, so
Obscure
yes.
reference.
Also,
References, Harlan's
also
gonna know.
my hair is short now.
What the frick? Why? It's just appeared on my left screen. Thankfully, it's not on stream.
What the hell? Oh, hello.
Yeah.
I used
So
to have long hair. I now have short hair.
I messed up.
It's still not quite short, but
Again, not as short as you, Baldy. Actually,
whoa.
so Malcolm, is this something that you wanted to look up or not? Yeah, Malcolm, is this something you wanted to try and find and
Should be
also
short.
say it out loud?
yes, because I'm planning on taking a spell that requires it.
Okay, so it's mercury, phosphorus, and powdered diamond and opal with a total value of 1000 GP. So that'd be the powdered diamond and opal. Your diamond industry you have destroyed. So,
That's fine.
Okay, so
We don't need diamonds.
so if you wanted to break down
Sorry,
one of your
by the way,
diamonds that you have, that would apply for some of the diamond cost. When it comes to opal, on the other hand, go ahead and make me an investigation check. The mercury and phosphorus are. I don't think they're part of. I don't think they're part of the. Yeah, with the way it's worded, they aren't the material component that needs the cost. They're not consumed by it. Yeah.
give me 1 second. I'm just trying to set investigation.
Investigation, yes, please.
Of course.
Perfect. Balance as all things should be. 20 and a 1. You've destroyed the diamond industry.
I don't know what diamonds has to do with opal, but sure.
Yeah, as you go around, you're focused on the diamond part of things, and there may be opals, but given your nature for buying up diamonds, you have earned a reputation for destroying industries and quote-unquote hoarding. As a result, you don't find any sellers.
That is offensive and highly accurate.
Gotta find another spell to take.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do before you leave? Or is it motion now?
Nope.
I'm good to go.
I'm good.
Okay.
I've got.
So,
We've got all the information we need. So
so
did
what
we
are your
contract-
needs? Oh,
Did we contact the archmage or whatever?
Nope. We never went there.
Did we want to?
remember
mean-
what we were planning to get in touch with before?
If we bring them here on this plane, we might be able to get his assistance in keeping them from being able to leave.
Well, basically, I was thinking like, we contact them, they teleport over, we go into the what's the word I'm looking for? We go into the mansion, then that person basically counter spells or does some some bullshit to be like, nope, no teleportation for you, to stop them from doing any weird shit on us. Is that a reasonable thing to do that we'd want to do, or are we just going to say, nah, let's just get on with it?
Mate, I say let's get on with that. But
I mean, we can always go and speak to him after we're done at the mansion. We're not the manor. We're not planning on using gate there. So
Yeah, that's fair. In that case, let's go.
all right, and we're all agreed on where we're showing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
just double checking, where was that?
Yeah.
In the village graveyard area.
You're teleporting straight there.
Unless we want to show up slightly outside that area and walk in.
I like the
We don't
idea of
go
them
through
not. I don't think they can tell where we're going to teleport in, so it's really up to you. I can pop a channel divinity the moment we're there, and that should hopefully deal with some stuff.
Let's just hope any of the ginormous things aren't there.
Well, we need to
So-
make sure we're a little ways away from that. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
in the middle of the graveyard area, because they're just around the perimeter.
So, if I'm getting this right, we're going outside.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can. I think the plan is to go inside the mansion eventually, so to be careful with pets, but we can bring them.
When it comes to going inside, I'll probably stay outside and just keep watch just to make sure nothing comes. But
Okay. Well, it's up to you.
since I know we're going outside, I will be bringing Shattercrest. So
Okay.
I'll take Gabby then.
Okay.
I want you people to know I'm not healing I'm not healing these things if they die. Like I'm not.
you don't have to.
No, I'm more than capable of healing.
Yep, same here.
Cause like if we're really far away and they get killed by something whilst we're not there, I've only got Revivify prepared. I don't have like long-term
I mean, this isn't. You barely heal us when we die. No one was expecting to heal the pets.
No, we both have our
Oh.
ways of bringing them back.
Yep.
That has to hurt if Queglod says it.
Yep.
Remember last time
Okay.
Okay, to be quite fair, last time he did. Sasha didn't heal to do banishment on 3 of those things. So
Yeah.
for one time on Sasha's side.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one was fine. It was all of the other times.
It just took 162 episodes for that agreement to actually happen. You know.
Wow.
Anyway, are we all good with this plan to get going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Harlan, you wouldn't be a dedicated healer if you didn't get abuse from the rest of your party. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Sasha's not a dedicated healer.
that's the point. So, how are you getting there?
Are we teleporting?
Teleport? Okay. Do you have an
Are we
associated
teleporting?
item?
The associated item I picked up from the underground area.
Because for
I
the
know,
underground
I
area.
believe
That's a different area.
Yeah, so how are we getting to the graveyard?
I mean, it wasn't a problem getting to the mansion because Queglod's very familiar with that area.
The village, on the other hand, was never really your degree.
Hmm.
And it's not a village anymore either.
It goes wrong.
Okay.
You teleport into a wall, and that is painful.
Well,
Into a wall? No. Teleport can
Into
go
the
wrong in
floor.
far worse ways. The Oromance Ravine's just there. I can put you back in it.
Guys, I'm going to say, if we end up in Oromance Ravine, I'm quitting this campaign. I'm done. I'm out.
okay.
We can't do that a 3rd time.
This time we'll succeed. Wait.
I mean, we can teleport to right outside the mansion and just head over there. I can have Big Felipe fly us if it's a big of a deal. He's not going to be much use underground, so. Otherwise, we didn't get anything from the graveyard specifically, so.
So, What is the target?
Do we want to go slightly
Also,
outside?
Infernal,
and
you're
fly
constantly
in,
transmitting.
or-
I'm not sure if that's intentional or not.
Oh shit! Sorry.
That's fine.
How dare you?
Just bring up because I remember you said you had a bug at one point where it was turned to automatically on all the time. So where were you going? Sorry.
So, do we want to go directly outside the mansion, then head over to that area, or do we want to try and head there directly and risk the missing?
I think it would be better to go near the mansion and make our way over there because things can go
Yeah.
horribly bad.
Yeah, but if we go near the mansion, we're gonna be in the giant area.
Can't we fly over them?
Are they directly around the mansion?
I think so.
Yeah. From
Oh, I
what
thought-
you
I
from
thought
what
they- I
you've
thought they were-
seen, they're within about 5-10 feet of the mansion walls.
Oh, I thought they went around the whole grounds. Okay.
They do go around the whole grounds.
That's-
It's just they're most densest around the mansion.
Okay, so they do also surround the entire mansion.
Yes,
Okay.
and
that's-
some of them are larger than others now.
Hmm.
I helped.
Why do I feel that you distinctly didn't help?
I mean, I helped them.
Okay, but it should be the ones out the back that are that much bigger, right?
Correct.
Right. So the ones out front, we shouldn't have a problem with.
Well, to a degree.
Maybe. We don't even know anymore.
That was fast, Infernal. Oh my word. Okay.
Beautiful. Oh.
Yeah, so I say we either go. Is there any way? What kind of puzzle do I need to use to make everyone invisible? Or is that not a thing?
They're blind anyway. They don't have eyes.
Ah, true.
They're plants.
The ones that are regular size will not
Yeah,
will
those
go
are
into their
like-
buds if anything big shows up. I believe it has to be huge or larger.
Has to be at least one size larger than them.
Okay.
And
it
you
has
know-
to
You know that the ones that are around the mansion,
be. Mhm.
they were large. So they don't attack creatures that are 2 sizes smaller than them, and they they hide from creatures that are 1 size larger than them. However, you have 2 gargantuan ones in this corner.
Yeah. So I was planning on teleporting outside the front door, so like here.
In the small
So-
alcove on the ground floor, you mean?
Is that an alcove? Or is the front door here?
The front door's
Okay.
there, yeah.
Okay, well that's even further then, so we should be fine from those. And then if we're heading over, I'll probably just summon Big Felipe. While we're actually outside and he's in his element, so
Yeah, I
that
can
should
also
be big
fly.
enough to just scare them off. Unless more of them have grown, but they weren't in the light, so there's no reason why they should have done. Is everyone okay with that, or is that something I'm missing? Any other ideas?
Unless they've trapped right outside the front door.
I mean, considering that I don't think that they figured that we went in through the front door, so I don't think they have a reason to, trap the front door.
I mean, they kind of did trap the front door because they put the plants there, but
I mean, well, yeah, but
I-
other
I-
than that,
Okay.
I could understand them trapping the door specifically, but I don't think they would just trap the area outside. I think we should be fine. We just get in there and I'll
So
immediately summon Big Felipe.
as soon as we get there, we just get on Felipe and then we get to the village.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So I assume they didn't find where the entrance was in the thing, right? Or did they actually find it?
we know
No.
where.
The tomb. To
There's a way to sneak in, but I don't think we knew the exact entrance.
Okay. So we
There
need
should
to
be a
find-
proper entrance though, so we should be able to find that.
Okay, cool.
It might take some searching, but we should be able to do it.
Okay, yeah, I'm just.
We're not on as much time pressure since the brewery.
Yeah, I'm
So I
just
think we
worried
should just
about-
show up and
yeah.
make Big Felipe head over and start searching.
That's fine. I just didn't want to, run
Yeah,
around
yeah.
like
No,
prostitutes
that's.
again.
If we had the information, we should have acted on that. Yeah, but we don't,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
So we're aiming to get in front then.
Yeah.
And I'm casting this, Sasha?
If you have the slots for it. Unless is there anyone else who can teleport?
Elsyan.
I can.
Okay.
The main thing
I-
is that with how I allow teleport rules is it uses somebody else's familiarity with the area for the D100 roll, or the best possible familiarity with it. But anyone can cast it for that
Actually,
result.
I got to the downstairs, so I kind of saw the door.
You all went to the downstairs, so you can go here. That will be fine. But you and
Yeah.
and
then
Queglod
go
has, but you didn't pick up an associated area for the house. You picked up one for down here, which is a completely separate area, and it's far enough away that I deemed that this would be too far for that associated item to function here.
Yeah, and assume the one we used previously just goes to our room.
And the one we used previously, would go to her room or somewhere that she's familiar with within the mansion, which would be her room and the downstairs lounge. Those would probably be the two places which she'd know most
So
about.
not this area then.
So not this area, no. It would be either in this room or in this room here. Either way, they're both inside the mansion, but she'd still be familiar with the outside, so it's just there's a roll rather than a
Yeah. Okay.
rather than the rest of it. So
Okay.
there is a chance for mishaps.
Who's tanking the 7th level? Me or Elsyan?
I don't have a massive amount of 7th level. I've got definitely not 7th level prepared, so I can take that if you're not. If
Okay,
you're,
well, if you don't have any 7th levels, yeah, you can take that then. Because
I don't
I
have any
actually get
seventh-
7th level spells.
mine is mainly mental person, which is 6th level, so
Okay. Yeah, that's
that's solid.
I have 2 7th level spells.
Yeah, just sorting out my spells now, just so I know what I've got. Let's
Yeah, make sure
say-
that all your spells are prepared for today. I want no spell swapping, no issues. I want everyone to have their spells prepared.
I am
Okay.
sorting that out now. I just need to drop
Right.
one
Yep.
more spell, and I'm
While
there.
that is happening, I'm going to grab my food real quick. I've explained what I'm doing
Yep.
if I'm not back by the
Nope,
time that goes off.
that's
So-
perfectly fine.
Cool, cool.
Drop.
Yep, so make sure you have your spells prepared, everyone. And make sure that you have all recovered from the long rest.
Let's
Let me
drop.
make sure.
Sunbeam could. Oh god damn it! I hate it when I've got nothing but useful spells prepared.
And it's just like, oh god, which one do I pick?
Fuck it, drop invisibility. Don't need it.
This is where I realize, fuck, all my necrotic spells are probably going to be useless.
Probably.
Yeah, I decided to drop Major Rupture for exactly that reason. I
Yeah,
feel bad because like it's a great
Yeah,
spell.
I'm
but-
dropping Major Rupture myself right now, yeah.
Oof.
Ah. Oh, to have to drop spells to take new ones.
Make sure I'm...
It's great to have a spell book.
Yes,
Peasants.
you can't have them prepared, can you?
True. Don't have to wait till level
It's
up.
not like
swap
I
out
have to
spell slot.
drop spells. I just don't prepare.
Oh,
them.
right, yeah, Cloud.
Yes,
Yeah. So what am I thinking?
Yeah, I just don't prepare them.
Oh, I'm thinking Warlock.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Also,
There's a-
Sorcerer is also.
There's a
bad.
cleric you prepare your spells, you just can change them out,
yeah.
all of them out for another
Yeah.
one. Wizard's
Yeah,
the only
yeah,
one which has to
so-
write
so
them in.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I don't even need a fucking book.
Yeah. What am I thinking of? There's stuff with the new tasks which allows you to swap stuff around. Oh, Sorcerer, because I get to know so many more spells than they do.
Yay.
Because we're better than Sorcerers.
So are we waiting for 10 to put my gauntlets on, or are we going before?
Might as well wait for your gauntlets if you want them on.
If you want them on,
I mean,
I
the party's done shopping this morning.
Oh, yeah,
for
that's
looking
true.
for
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you have time to wait for your gauntlets.
Yeah, alright, sure.
If the party had decided that they weren't going to do shopping, then I would have said, then that's up to them. But you have shopping, so they have been shopping, so.
Alright, then I have my gauntlets on.
Okay. And everyone's ready, and we're just waiting for Simon to get back.
Pretty much.
Who wants the other necrotic resistance potion?
I've got enough health to tank a chunk, so I feel like someone who's a bit weedier probably needs it.
I'm thinking either Elsyan
Hey.
or
I'm
Rook.
back.
I
Thank you,
resemble
Elsyan.
that remark.
Elsyan or Rook, who wants it more?
Sorry, what's this?
I think
Necrotic versus potion.
Elsyan or
Oh,
Rook.
help, please! I don't have health to tank things.
Okay.
No, Elsyan.
Alright, sure.
Okay.
I was just thinking because Rook goes in first most of the time, that's why.
Yeah, but Rook has second wind. No, yeah, you're Fighter. Yeah, second wind.
If
Yeah, that's fine.
if we only got the one, I would suggest not using.
Well, I want the other one since I can't be healed. That's the problem.
I'm
So,
gonna keep it until we actually come up against something.
who's using the teleport?
I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the 7th level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d100 then, please.
Oh, I'm just sorting out my spell slot so I know that I'm
Yeah, yeah.
ordered.
No
I'll
worries.
give you the other potion on Elsyan.
Oh god, he's my 7th level. Ugh. Ugh.
What happened?
He's using a 7th level spell.
Ugh.
Oh.
Disgusting.
Suddenly, you realise what it's like to have been burned for the past 20-odd episodes.
Ugh. My 7th level. They actually wanted me to use it with wish.
You
I
could.
wished we were there. No, I could. But still, okay. What
I
was your
mean, you could. You
D100?
wouldn't have to roll a d100 if you wanted to
That's
wish.
D100. I'm not using.
Ooh,
That is 39.
39. Okay. On target. Please go ahead and place yourselves as you would wish to on the outside of the door, which I believe was your destination. As
This is yes, that is the ground floor.
there we go.
There we go. We're placed.
Nice.
Where would you like to be? Given that you have to worry about space, I'm also just going to go and quickly get the tile for the Thorn Snatcher.
Do the thorn snatchers look flammable?
I'll tell you that in a moment.
And if so, how flammable?
How flammable.
These ones are huge, so I need to shrink these
On a
down.
scale of 1 to forest fire, how much?
How flammable
On a
do they look?
scale of not at all. On a scale of water to that one time in Futurama where a cigar set the whole world on fire because there are pine trees everywhere. How flammable?
Yes.
So, is this how you're positioning yourselves down here?
Fuck it.
Actually, you know what? Given what's going on, you're not going here. I'm just going to remove this map now. I'll put it down here. You might go there later.
I'll go there to make it symmetrical.
Perfect.
Okay. What is the
We
outside
need,
of
a
that?
little we need a little person on that side.
Lyra is gonna be using Pass Without a Trace, by the way.
Okay, so you'll be casting that when you land.
Or
Okay.
before, whatever works, sure.
Well, it will be go when you land at this point, given
That's
you've
fine.
already landed and the roll's already been made. Position yourselves as you see fit on this little bit over here. This is a replica of the entrance. And let me
I shall
quickly...
nestle within the bosom of the doorway.
It just gets blocked by 2 giant birds.
I'm okay with that, funnily enough.
Okay. And just for reference, they're there.
Oh, happy days. Oh.
Oh shit. Where are the big ones? They're over here?
Big ones are down there, yeah. And
And
the rest of the house, rough drawing. There you go. It's not correct dimensions, but oh well.
Oh, I want to draw something so bad.
So is this your positionings? Malcolm, which tile are you on in particular?
Or here.
Okay.
I'm trying to put in my spell that I was trying to put in.
As each of you land, as the teleportation spell goes off, you're each lifted with Elsyan's magic surging from his book into everyone. You watch as it otherwise lifts all of you. You feel the energy rise, and then you are thrust into the cold environment of the Highlands once more. To the outside territory, the cobblestone path leading down the hill outside, the grasses grey and likely pine-coloured around the surroundings, and large purple bulbs which open up with the presence of people nearby as they rupture forth from the earth around them. And immediately take note of the people here. I would like everyone to roll me initiative, please.
Yay.
Any surprise rounders?
It will be surprise round for both of you, because even though you knew you were there, you land. And they
Yeah.
immediately react.
What
I
is
know,
it?
right? Same.
I still have a 24.
I was at 22.
17.
Where's my music?
At 27.
It's there, but it's not a good soundtrack. Let's go with this one. Actually, you know what? No. We've got to go with the best
Also, I
soundtrack.
want Queglod to go first.
Oh, that's fine. Gabby, disengage up.
Hold on.
Sick.
Alright, I can do the same thing, right?
Where's the best soundtrack? Where's it gone? I don't have to try and type it in. There it is. Perfect.
Or do I cast Enlarge on Gabby?
Generic jungle fight music.
Oh, God.
Nope. Rap battle.
Oh,
Yep.
of course.
Oh.
Rap
How could I have been
battle.
so foolish?
Alright, start spitting some bars, boys. Let's go.
Alright, so 25 to 20, everyone.
27.
21.
Oh, hold on. 21 on Elsyan, Rook.
So,
27.
7. Oh, you got 25 to 30. Oh, I'm going to have to start doing
24
that
as
now.
well.
Oh, nice. 20 to 15.
17.
15.
Oh, Sasha, what on earth?
I know,
I know,
it's
right?
surprising.
Queglod.
Are we
Couldn't play
Are we
against
doing
Nazi.
well?
Hold on. Queglod.
14.
14. Okay, respectable and very good rolls.
Something, this feels wrong
Who
somehow.
are we, and what have we done with our former party?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. Thorn Snatch is too long for this. So I'm gonna have to put Thorn 1, Thorn 2, and Thorn 3.
Thorny bitch. Thorny
Okay.
fucker. Thorny bastard.
Okay, you got that. You got that, and you got that. Okay. So, Rook, you land. Gabby is otherwise below you, and you watch as the plants kind of immediately react to the presence of people. They emerge from their bulbs, kind of the dark purple and otherwise flesh-coloured leaves begin to peel back, and the head and stem of this creature begins to rise out, thick and with almost this hardened flesh-like hide across the surface of it, covered in these almost small nodules that, as you get a look at them, begin to slightly almost quiver and undulate.
Okay. We're not fighting these things. We're just getting away from them, right?
And we know they don't attack bigger things, right?
They won't attack anything that is 2 sizes smaller than them, so small or smaller, or they will try and hide from creatures that are of huge or larger.
Okay.
And I
So
want
that's
to
3 by 3?
Okay.
So if we enlarge Rook, would that count since he counts as 1 size larger?
Yeah, if I enlarge Gabby.
Oh, that also works.
Yeah, either of those can work.
Okay, alright, well... I mean, I have been utilising the range potion thing for other things, so... At the moment, it's got a potion of growth in it. So I'm going to take a potion of growth myself and give one to Gabby.
Okay, so you and Gabby double in size. Given the way that you have to shift,
I'm going to move forward, probably.
Is Elsyan gonna get squashed?
it becomes a 3 by 3. So you can either squish Elsyan,
Can I go
or
up?
you can push. If you want to, are you going to provoke an opportunity attack by going up and then drinking, so you have room? Or do you want to
You know
drink now and potentially squish Elsyan against the door?
Well, I mean, if he's because he has to use the action to give
Yeah.
it to Gabby.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will... You know what, I'll provoke the action. It's going to hit me, so it's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, friend.
So you provoke the attack of opportunity?
Yep.
And you said you're redirecting it to you?
Yep.
Or, no, you... I always forget. Is that how it works, or is it just disadvantage against Gabby?
No, I can... It
If
is
it's an attack
disadvantage.
roll.
If I want it to hit Gabby, then it's disadvantage, but I can take...
you can redirect it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, you otherwise fly up immediately with Gabby. The one next to you, you watch as its mouth opens. And you watch as it stretches out and is going to take a strike with its spiked maw.
Fair.
That is a 18 to hit.
That does not hit. It
As
wouldn't
it
even hit Gabby.
As it otherwise flies up, it otherwise catches the mouth and otherwise snaps just below where your feet are before the head retreats back to where it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
then we'll take the potions together.
Okay. You take the potions of growth.
Right, mark off 2.
If he's on top of Gabby, you have disadvantage to hit her, by the way. He doesn't need to use anything.
No, it's disadvantage on Gabby.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but he can redirect the attacks to him because of his Saddle of the Cavalier,
Yeah.
I believe.
No,
Yeah.
Saddle of the Cavalier is disadvantage on the attack on Gabby.
Oh, so I can just choose to attack Gabby then?
Yes, but it's disadvantage.
Okay. Either way, that attack would have missed even if I had rolled higher, so it's fine. So, okay, that is your turn.
Yep.
Let me just swap you to
Mountain
out.
Combatant is the one which lets him.
I've got that as well.
He's got that as well, yeah.
I get the option of both for luxury.
There we go. So you're there currently.
that's
And
good.
if you wish to fly further up, you can. It's up to you.
I'm going to stay in proximity to try and intimidate these while I make sure these are all up.
Okay.
So I'm going to stay in close proximity until the rest of the party are up.
Okay. So, end of your turn, Bern.
Hello.
What would you like to do?
I would like to go hide next to Rook.
Okay. So you fly up and hide?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth roll then, please.
Alright. This is a +10.
Yep.
That's a 14.
You might be hidden. You don't know. You feel adequately hidden behind a rook, which might help, but you don't know whether you are actually hidden.
It's fine. I'm like next to the big thing. Hopefully they won't go for me.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn? You used your action to hide, so Elsyan.
Yeah.
It's the elf boy's turn. So just so I'm clear, we're not attacking these things.
I believe the plan was just to go.
Yeah.
Then it's just to get to the village.
Cool. Which direction is the village?
Down from what Queglod tells you, down the hill and then to the left.
It's just straight on. Okay. Are there any more of these guys sort of further?
Yes, there are plenty further on.
Okay, fine. I think.
However, they haven't emerged from their bulbs. The ones further down the hill. Some of the ones on the actual hill themselves have begun to emerge, but
Would it be a problem if we did start, say, using fireball?
No,
Man, I
can
think we're just
fly
waiting for Felipe and then flying over.
Fair enough. I was just gonna have some fun with a fireball then.
got to throw a fireball.
Gonna throw a fireball. Can I, from where I am, can I see past Shattercrest enough to get
Yeah.
one that can get these three? Cool.
Would it be all three? It's a 20-foot radius sphere. You can't catch all three, but you can catch two easily.
I'll get the ones that are closer now.
Yeah.
Closer to us.
Intent to hit the house, yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just making that clear. So, I need to roll the dex save for these guys. What's your DC?
22, Chris. 22.
And okay, it is possible with a natural 20.
I love hearing that.
And only with a natural 20, because they just make the DC with a natural 20,
Fuck off.
which neither of them make. Yeah, with a minus to their dex, they don't do very well against fireball. Okay, go ahead and roll damage then, please.
This is just standard third level stuff.
That's fine.
So-
Go ahead. That is 8d6.
Mhm.
Nice.
30.
I'm really
30
loving this
damage.
whole like not fighting them thing.
Hey, I've got fireball and I'm a wizard. What do you expect me to do?
It's only technically a fight if they get any opportunity.
That's fair.
So,
They're plants. They're gonna be vulnerable to the fire?
nope.
No.
As your fire otherwise licks across the surface of them, you see that it does catch slightly, but they shrug it off as you watch kind of this,
Fuck.
almost the flesh colour on the outside of them dull slightly as it almost this ooze or slime begins to coat them. Not fireproofing, but fire retardant, it seems.
So is that as in they're affected normally by it rather
They're
than the
they're affected normally, yeah.
Okay. just
They're
making
still
sure.
they're still plants, but they can't be put on fire.
Cool. Okay.
I believe when I researched, they want a suit. Since we were never planning to fight them.
Yeah. For those of you who didn't catch it, because Simon's mic is up because he's eating, they are vulnerable to poison from what Queglod found out.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
They don't like pesticides. Or herbicides, rather.
Oh.
Elton is going to stay
That's
where
right.
he is and hide
Fuck,
behind.
I wish I could cast
something.
virus spells.
Okay. End of Elsyan's turn. Sasha.
All right. So when people say we want to get away, do we mean which direction do we want to go? Because I think it would actually be quite easy to get into. I could just. But if we're trying to just run away, then
We're
well, I
for
might
this
as well
Felipe.
just start walking.
I think we're waiting for Felipe.
We're
Waiting for
Felipe
Queglod's
to
Felipe.
carry you.
Speaking of, where is he? There he is. No.
All right. I
Yeah.
guess
You wanna
our
get
main
lots of chopping
thing is
range while
keeping
you're
these
waiting and then go
fuckers
for it.
off. What's the lowest level spell that would actually be helpful here? We've already established that radiant damage does interesting things to these guys, right?
Yeah, let's not.
You haven't solidified whether it is radiant, but that was the hypothesis.
A pretty strong hypothesis. All right. I would like to use. You know what? I'm just going to be extremely simple. Just going to stand over here, and I'm going to hit the motherfucker with me spicy attack. With my weapon. I smack the big fleshy plant.
Go ahead and
with
give
my
me.
fiery weapon.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll then, please.
So it's got a plus
And-
13 to it.
Has that one? That one's already used its reaction, hasn't it, for an opportunity attack? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just checking which
another
one it is,
2
just in case it goes
2d8
down.
for the fire damage.
Hits.
Oh, that's depressing.
Damage is
8 plus 4, so 12 points of. Just make it all fire damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
You otherwise bash it with your hammer on the side. Forge Storm leaves a dent. You can see a singe mark where it began to burn away. But you watch as it's quickly cooled as you otherwise pull Forge Storm back in defensive stance as it otherwise kind of quivers there in place after being struck. You see the leaves at the base of it beginning to almost flex.
good.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
I've not got anything particularly useful to use as a bonus action, so yeah, I'll just have myself a little rest here next to this monstrosity.
Okay. Malcolm.
Me and Shattercrest are going up. Gonna use the disengage just because I don't know what these things can do and I don't want to get grabbed by them. So
Fair enough.
Yep.
How far up are you going?
far enough to where I believe I'm safe from not getting hit by these things.
Back in a sec, guys.
Okay. Considering how long a neck they are, we'll say you go up 30 feet. And you believe you're safe up there.
Okay.
Okay. Taking disengage action as your action and moving, that would be your turn, as you give the order to Shattercrest as a bonus action. So it is now Thorn Snatchers 1's turn. Now, this one has otherwise sensed that, so this one is going to cower. So, where did I put that other tile? Hold on, it's still over here, isn't it? And it's not large enough, is it? Yeah, it is. Just going to need to make these larger. Okay. Let's reset that. Put that on there.
By the way, I want it known that I had the severe urge to awaken it.
Speak with plants. Oh man, you get to.
No, not speak with plants, just awaken.
Oh, awaken. Give it 10 intelligence. Oh, great. We're just gonna watch Little Shopping Horrors right here.
I
Oh,
mean,
no,
they
it's gonna
have
Little
start
shop
some
horror.
sort of like alignment because they leave the undead alone. So it may turn out to be hostile. We don't know.
So that one is going to hide. This one has no good line of sight anymore. Sasha will get half cover by this, but it's going to try and hit Sasha because it doesn't know any better. Does anyone know what Sasha's AC is offhand while Harlan's not here?
4.
Big.
Four? Okay, perfect.
It's
24.
20 something, wasn't it?
Okay.
I
well,
believe it's either 24 or 25, but I
I think-
believe it's 24.
I think it was 24 with. Oh, right, yeah, the shield now, isn't it? It's 20 something.
Okay, well that's a
Let's just go
28.
with
That's a
24.
28 to hit.
Well,
With a
that's
plus,
Either way,
with a
that
plus
hit.
2, she'd need 26, so that is a hit on her. Yeah. It is 23. It was 25 when she had the wedding buff.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah,
So
damn.
you watch as from this one, you watch as there's almost this pulse or wave, as if it's regurgitating something. As you watch as from the back of its mouth, as it opens its wide, this almost long, barbed, hard piece of root shoots from it and otherwise sticks into the side of Sasha. As you watch as it hits, you watch as there's this long, almost fleshy tongue that attaches to it, as she is pulled 30 feet towards it. And she takes... 26 points of piercing damage. Okay, you're quiet if someone just spoke.
Infernal.
I assume it's magical, right?
Nope.
It's not. Does she have any?
I'm just checking that now. I honestly can't remember. Oh, she has resistance to non-magic bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing because of the Soul of the Forge thing she gets, or Saint of the Forge. While wearing heavy armor, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-damaging sources. So how much did I say? Sorry.
26.
26. That's halved to 13. Okay. And she's been pulled 30 feet closer, and that is its turn over. Next, Queglod.
Mm-hmm. Right. Big Felipe is coming out. If she's with someone, probably best to put him here,
Okay.
where he's not going to be interfering with anyone, and he can scare the slot.
Does he want to be off the ground or?
He'll start off landed so people can climb onto him.
Starts there. Okay. Just gonna double check. Is Sasha grappled by this? No. She can freely move. The barb is pulled out after being pulled closer.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna if I have enough movement to get here, so I should be able to get on.
That's fine. I'll remove small
Little
Felipe.
Felipe, yeah.
Okay. Get onto regular Felipe.
If Sasha's not actually grappled, then I guess it doesn't really matter. I was planning on having Felipe try to snap the vine, but it's not needed now, I guess.
No. Okay. Do you want
Can
Felipe to do
try
anything?
and pick Sasha up and just put him on?
Yeah. Unattended
No,
grapple check as Felipe otherwise grabs Sasha by the kind of the shoulders and the plate armor.
Alright, whoever else can't fly, hop on and we'll get moving.
Okay. Thorn Snatcher 2 is next in the initiative order. And goes there. Oh, there's a rook in the way. That'll do.
Ugh.
Gee, Rook.
Oh,
Oh,
well, that went well.
Look at that.
Oh, that's fine. Everyone knows what's there.
yeah, that's fine.
Wonderful.
Set the stack back up. Hold on.
Enough Burns died.
Yeah, Bern's unconscious. What a shame.
Big rip.
Oh dear, how sad.
Never mind. Okay. Thorns 2 have done that. The other Thorn 2 is over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. It can hit Sasha.
Oh god, poor Sasha.
Oh, 29 to hit.
Oh my god.
As it does the same thing. I would like an opposed grapple check from Felipe, please, versus the Thorn Snatcher's barbed tether.
Okay.
This will be an athletics check.
Well, there you go.
What did you get?
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
Athletics is pretty good for Big Philippe.
Yep, that's fine. Felipe would have advantage as well because one size larger, but yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Okay, Sasha still takes
How dare you?
25 points of piercing damage, halved to 12.
Playing tug of war with Sasha.
Yeah,
Did Harlan? Oh, I guess Harlan's AFK.
Harlan's AFK still, yeah.
So just gonna Harlan's gonna step away, gonna come back. Why is Sasha dead?
Why has Sasha got less hit points? Like she was shot twice. It'll then be number 3's turn. Felipe's on the
Can it
ground,
reach
though.
Sasha by any chance?
Felipe is on the ground, so it can sense Felipe. This one has a bead on Sam.
What on me? On just me?
It has a bead on
Elsyan?
you and Sasha. Well, yes, on you. I'm going to pull you through the screen. That is
Oh,
a
God.
22 to hit.
To hit Elsyan.
Yes.
Give me a second.
From this angle, yeah, it just skims past the front of the house, so yeah, wouldn't be half cover.
I haven't saw. Yeah, that hurts.
Okay. You are pulled 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
How?
And
The thing I set on fire didn't like it.
you take 18 points of piercing damage.
Guys, I was at 3 digits.
As
Now
a-
I'm not.
As its mouth otherwise opened, the tether shooting out, striking against you and pulling you back as you
Ow.
feel yourself dragged along the ground towards it, as you see the teeth otherwise dripping with almost this kind of thicker, greenish liquid.
Kind of goes without saying, but do not get bitten by them.
Oh,
What do you
know what?
mean?
Oh, I was so gonna just like sit there and take it.
Did you tell them what it does?
No.
I
Okay.
can't recall if it paralyzes you or puts you like unconscious. but
It's
one
a
of those two.
it's a tranquilizer. It makes you unconscious after a certain amount of time. Yeah.
Oh
I am-
god.
Note
Yeah.
to self,
Oh, no.
Misty Step is a wonderful thing I can do for free.
He just returned.
Welcome back, Harlan. You were hit by 2 barbed tethers and you took some damage. I remembered that you take half from bludgeoning,
All
piercing, and slashing
non-magical.
because it's non-magical. Yeah. A number of them are hiding, a
Yay.
number of them aren't. Elsyan's just been hit and dragged close to this one. Okay,
Ow.
Rook, it is your turn.
Okay, now- Felipe, I can see Felipe's getting Sasha.
Yep.
Malcom and Shattercrest are
Flying.
safe.
Yep.
Is Bern actually mounted Gabby, or
No.
is he flying
Bern
behind?
is flying behind, but for the sake of physics and toppling, I'm putting him there for now.
Okay. Alright. Now, where do we stand? Because I don't know what the capacity is for this. Can I swoop down and pick up Elsyan?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go and get Elsyan.
Wait, what's Gabby's speed, sir?
80.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to swoop down and pick up Elsyan.
And then I'm gonna fly up to the same level as Malcom.
Okay, that will be an attack of opportunity. Elsyan is being grappled, so he doesn't provoke the attack of opportunity. Gabby is the one moving here. Gabby is the one the attack of
Fine.
opportunity goes against. This is with disadvantage because of the other thingy. That is a 13. Nope.
Nope.
It otherwise bites out, snapping at Elsyan's feet as he lifts them up at the last minute, just missing as you and carry Elsyan away. Okay, I'll say there for now. Bern, you are in the air. Just there you go. Have a small platform. Next in the initiative, Bern. What would you like to do?
Are these things considered undead?
You don't know. You've never faced them before. They look like plants.
They look like plants.
Fleshy, disgusting plants. We should.
Yes, fleshy, disgusting plants, but still fleshy.
That don't catch on fire.
This is true.
I'll hoop an attack over once the while I'm flying away.
Okay. You, as you otherwise fly forward, sending that flying back. I would like you to go ahead and make me the attack roll with disadvantage, as it's going to use its reaction.
Mm.
Follow-up attack will also have disadvantage as well, just to note. Plus what to hit? Bern?
Oh, hello? Oh, my push to talk didn't work. That's a plus 16 to it, if it's undead.
It's not undead.
It's not undead, that's a plus 14 to it.
Okay, so that still hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me damage.
I need to roll a second attack
Yep.
as well.
As you otherwise fire your spear out as it flies back towards the Thorn Snatcher, you watch as, in defense to this oncoming attack, you watch just the nodules on the surface of it let out an entire load of spores in the nearby vicinity. Queglod, Felipe, and Sasha, I would like each of you to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Well, that's not good.
Alright, left is
On
me,
save.
right is Felipe.
I can't carry them as well.
Oh boy. It's time to roll. Natural 20.
Oh yeah. Also, I should have said Sasha, you have advantage on this, but that's fine. Because poisons.
I mean, I can roll again if you like.
Get another natural 20, or balance out the force with a
16
1.
for- Right, 16 for Queglod, 22 for Felipe.
Either way, I would have been fine.
16 for Queglod, 22 for Felipe. This is at a lower DC than the mouth, so you both succeed. Okay.
Awesome.
As the spores
I think
otherwise,
technically mine is a 30, by the way.
yeah.
If
As
that
you
changes anything.
as you otherwise feel the spores begin to almost become invasive, you quickly kind of close your eyes and cover your mouths temporarily as the spores begin to slowly fade. You shrug off whatever poison or effect this may have had on your senses.
Oh, for like narrative follow along, my beard just glows brighter as the spores burn away.
Yeah, that functionally that would work. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and what was the second to hit hits, I assume?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me damage.
Ooh,
40 plus.
40. Oh, it is 40. What the fuck did I have selected?
Yeah, the d20 is selected to add extra.
Oh, I think maybe.
Yeah.
That is a plus. That's 2 hits, so that's a plus 16.
Plus 16, so 56 points of damage to the blue one that's been unharmed. Okay. Okay. Your spear otherwise cuts into part of it and then spins around and cuts into the other one as your spear emerges. The spores begin to fade around it, but the area still remains heavily obscured for a single turn. Okay. End of your round. Elsyan, you're being carried away. Is there anything you wish to do before the party leaves? Given that there is no further threat, I feel.
I feel like Elsyan's sort of just... He got his fireball off. He's happy. Wasn't happy about being grabbed by it, but he'll let this insult slide.
I'm
now.
pretty happy as is. I've got nothing fun to do.
Okay. With that,
How much
I
damage
will...
did I take, by the way? Let me...
Oh, I took the damage off of your health already.
Damn! They did a lot of damage, didn't they?
Yeah,
Twi-
they did, I believe it was 28 and then 25 or something like that.
Yeah, but they were halved.
But they were halved overall, so it ended up being like 25 or 30-ish damage.
Spicy.
Oh,
Either way, now that is over, you otherwise fly into the sky, away and out of danger. They don't seem to notice or be able to target you, as you are otherwise flying through the sky. But they do seem to shrug away from the flying creatures. As this otherwise occurs and you are now left with the surrounding terrain, you get a better look around. now able to leave the company of this. Sasha with Queglod, Shattercrest, and Malcom on their own joyride, and with Bern off on his own to a degree. As you otherwise make yourselves away from the mansion, I would like 2 people to make me perception checks, please.
I shall.
Okay,
And I shall.
go ahead.
Yuck. Not great. Perception. 13. Rolled poorly.
30-20.
30-20. With the 13, Elsyan, you look around, you can see plenty of these creatures have otherwise returned to their bulbs, where you watch as the ones that were damaged begin pulsing and glowing a light kind of whitish green coloration for moments before they begin to dull back to their original purple. Some form of regenerative property, you assume. As each of them begins to slowly hide away, and the ones that cover the entirety of this area, all of them hide away bar a few that you note as a few kind of lone zombies and skeletons roam the grounds. Just a few of them. Far fewer defenders than was originally described by Queglod. No giant undead, no ghosts, no strange birds in the sky that shouted and screamed when you're in the mansion. A lot of what was previously here seems to have gone. And Malcom, you take stock of potentially where. As you note, and you can see the mausoleum in the distance, not that far, the large graveyard and the clear structure that would lead down into the underground and subterranean mausoleum, you see a pathway caked with mud and dirt that leads back towards where you are and off towards what looks to be an archway that has now been destroyed and carved up. Large portions of it burned into a cinder and crisp. You see bits of wood that have been torn off and scarred. May have been an archway, some form of portal or gateway, you don't know. But a lot of footpoints lead to it, but not through it on the other side. The archway now lies destroyed in the middle of a old courtyard. The footprints are numerous, and from this distance of flying in the sky, you can gather that they may have been in the hundreds, maybe more, given the churning of the mud, but it'll be extremely hard to tell the exact number, if not impossible, given the way mud shifts and changes with each footfall.
Queglod,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll find much of an army here.
Does make sense that they would move them.
Yeah,
Do
by
you
the
know how
look,
they left?
I point to the broken archway.
And with pointing it out, the rest of you take stock of it.
It seems that, from what I gather, that thing seems to have been a portal. So they went through the portal, and I have no idea where that went.
When there's a portal, is there any residue left over, and how long does it stay?
There is residue. The nature of the residue... I'd say go ahead and roll me an Arcana check here, actually. Just to get an understanding of that.
Land and take a look at this.
Yeah. If you want to get closer, anybody who owns the teleportation circle spell can go ahead and roll me an Arcana check here. So I believe that's Elsyan and Bern here.
That's a 22 for me.
Okay.
That is 22 for me.
Okay. The two of you, as the thought kind of rings in, there is residue, but most of the time the runes that you will see are the receiving end. Any runes that are sending will usually be drawn by an individual or an applicant. Given the nature of it being a potential portal, a permanent portal from A to B, it could take... I'll say with those rolls, you understand that depending if you worked together and tried to figure out piecing bits back together, using mending to recarve the wood, but trying to figure out how things were tied together and how the arcane glyphs would have been set in place, it could take the two of you working together maybe 3 or 4 months to figure out where it went previously.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Ooh.
But getting closer to it, you do see that there is numerous footfall. The area around it is entirely churned up, and there is a large square where there seems to have been, from just general understanding of military tactics, small groups that were otherwise set up and then sent through squad or platoon by platoon.
Oh, they seem to be using some sort of tactics. That's not allowed.
Aren't those small, like, little breath mint things?
No, they're tic tacs.
Oh, right.
you can't-
Tactics of the D&D off-brand.
Yeah, if you can't figure out the exact location, is it possible to get a broad location?
That's what I was more aiming towards.
I will say, go ahead and roll me an investigation check with disadvantage for the two of you who performed Arcana checks. So Bern and Elsyan here.
Disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah.
22.
Damn, why did that switch? Yeah, that's a 5 for me.
Okay. 22 from you, Elsyan. As you otherwise think about it, you think about broad strokes, where it would go, how do teleportation circles connect. The creation of a teleportation circle is a specific wizard's method of writing it in their own hand, much like how a spellbook would.
Yeah.
Theoretically, it's possible to decipher them and figure them out. That's why it takes 10 minutes to read a teleportation circle. You can't just draw it down, you have to stand there and decipher somebody else's writing. But in this instance, it's just trying to copy it to an example of learning where to go. In this instance, you're trying to decipher something which isn't necessarily there outside of a magic which may have been used recently. The nature of going to and from, it would require the previous deciphering of where it would have gone. Broad strokes wise, and where it would have gone is hard, if not impossible, to tell, given it's a personal wizard's code in the construction of a teleportation circle.
And in order to do that, in order to figure it out, we need to decipher the code, then we'll be able to even get a vague chance of figuring out where it's going.
However, were you to get a copy of the original creator's spellbook, you could decipher it, I'd say, probably 10 times as quickly, given you'd understand their offhand and could draw judgments and conclusions from it.
Oh, that book I picked up from where the Skull Lord was.
Yep.
Does that look like it's the same caster's book? I don't think it was a spell book I picked up, was it?
It wasn't a spell book, but it was a caster's book. You don't know whether it was Queglod's mother or father's. You also don't know which one created the portal. If you were to use this and get the 50-50 chance right, you could probably know the destination within a week. If you were to get the 50-50 chance wrong, you could go somewhere completely different or spend 4 months figuring out where this goes.
I wouldn't be able to use the book to figure out if it matches up with this circle, would I?
It would be hard to tell, because you'd be drawing judgments based on previous cursive, effectively.
Yeah, fair. It's like trying to figure out someone's handwriting when they're writing in a different language.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it'd be difficult, because you'd have to draw conclusions. It's possible, but it's a 50-50 chance of making this potential future task easy, or whether it will just waste a week, effectively.
Is there any... What type of the party here? Is there any way... Do we know any other way to figure out where they've gone? I mean, could we scry on them?
I've not got scry prepared. I've not got divination prepared. I've not got. I'm in combat mode today. I don't have the utility right now.
Right, give me a second.
Scrying on the army isn't really going to be possible unless they happen to be with someone.
Give me a second.
Am I correct in that?
What was it, sorry?
You can target an individual with scry, or
Correct.
you can target a known location, but you can't.
You can target a location you've been specifically, but yes. And what was the other thing you were going to say? So you can't what? Simon?
So you can't target a group.
No. It would be an individual person.
Sure.
Yeah, because otherwise that'd be a really weird scry.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, I've got fly vision and seeing 1,000 different things at once, and you're like trying to smush it all together.
Yeah.
Does anyone know any other spell that would be able? Sorry. Does anyone know any other spell that would allow us to figure out where they are?
Well,
Just out of spells in general.
I mean,
it would
As
have
long
to
as
be
it's 8th level or lower.
divination, commune, augury, those
I
sorts
don't
of
want to do
things.
augury. Augury's vague.
Well, I've given you divination and commune as well. Like, come
True.
on, man. I'm trying my best here.
Malcolm, you against something?
I was gonna say I could attempt to scry on one of them and get a general idea of the type of terrain that they're in.
oh, that's if they're
But-
outside.
Hmm.
An argument could be made for legend lore if you're feeling particularly spicy.
Well,
It'd be a
okay,
difficult try, and
here's the
it
thing.
might not give any useful information.
Here's the thing. I could do pretty much any spell that can do this. I'll use wish for this because it seems that this is our biggest barrier to figure out what to do next. Is where are they? I'm willing to spend a 9th level spell slot on this.
I'll be honest here. If we kill them, will they leave a soul, Simon? Like one of the Prills.
Should do. Are they? Refresh my memory. Are they liches? No.
Previously,
There was some sort of
to
interaction that required the use of Nightmaker, right?
yes. So from what previously happened in your, from what you remember of your memories back during the first part of your backstory, when your mother and father were trying to perform the ritual to make you a servant to Devad via bonding you that way through Warlock pacts, forcing a pact upon you. That's when the Wingless attacked and otherwise took over the manor. They killed your mother and father, and they thought they captured the souls. They have the same means as you because the leader of the Wingless had Nightmaker at the time. So she thought she captured their souls. They then returned 100 years later and attacked again. Seemingly more powerful and have earned back their name, getting the surprise attack on you, wiping out the Wingless, and that's where your story began.
Yeah.
Theoretically, every creature should leave a soul for about a minute or more to allow Revivify to take place, and then the spirit begins to drift. It gets drawn to the astral sea through the ethereal plane and then begins to drift.
Well,
And
we know it's possible from the Lord of the Hunt that you can sneak into the Ravenwing Palace and free a soul.
We do.
Yeah.
How do we? What?
I mean, the Lord of the Hunt tried to do it, right?
He did?
you haven't told anyone, Bern.
All right. I drank his blood and got his memories. Right. You can sneak into the Raven's Queen's fortress and to free a soul if you're good enough.
Raven Squeen.
Good to know.
Noted.
We
I
definitely
will
That's
be
a
asking-
security issue I'll have to
I will
deal
be
with.
asking you for more details on that at a later date.
Yes, I completely forgot to mention it.
Right.
Hmm.
And Sasha just forgets to heal.
I choose the optimum course of action. Like not letting us all get murdered by fucking Nightwalkers.
Okay, we've all agreed that that was the one good call.
Right. We will
Dickhead,
talk about
one of
this
you.
later, but it is possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that could be why. So we'll need to. Okay. If I recall correctly, there is a more secure location where souls can go, right? That's what happened to Kizra.
Yep, that's what happened to Kizrin. After they get judged, they go to one of two places. Either they're judged fairly, in which case they go to the residential area effectively, which is an endless hall that repeats itself where souls can get cycled through depending on who you're looking
Yeah,
for.
I think that's the place I saw, right?
That's what you saw, yeah. Whereas if you are condemned, you are sealed, and sealing is a completely different ball game. That's 9th level imprisonment spell stuck underneath the Shadowfell, and you're inaccessible outside of going through the Raven Queen. So Kizrin is off limits,
Right.
but the other two were suspected sealings. They were sealed from what you previously understood, and yet they came back. It was never truly answered as to how it is, and even now you think about it, there's no possible way that that should have occurred. There's no feasible mechanic or function for that sort of thing to occur.
Unless it wasn't their soul that they captured.
Which has been the suspicion all along, but there's been no hard evidence of it.
Hmm. Which then raises the question: where are their souls? Hmm.
We've been chasing fucking simulacrums the entire fucking time now.
Well,
It's a possibility.
let's check.
Simulacrums just have half health, and they can only cast each spell once.
If it had been simulacrums that had been killed in that incident, though,
they would have
known.
turned to snow.
Yeah.
They would have known.
In what incident?
when they were killed originally, and they thought.
Oh,
they got
yes.
themselves.
No, that is correct. Yeah. No, you had physical corpses when that happened. And in the original projection of what you remember, you also remember them being previously skeletal. But in the recent imagery that's been shown through the various scries, they are distinctly flesh. So either a disguise self, or they are no longer undead. It's hard to tell.
Okay, I will have to look into this then. How a fake soul could have been.
Is there any
Could have
chance
been
like
captured in Nightmaker.
a wish or something getting them out of there?
A wish could, but wish can be countered by a deity. So it would take a
Yeah.
deity of a stronger mana within their own domain in order to overcome another deity. But it's given that the Raven Queen's in her domain,
Yeah.
they'd have to
It's
go
Raven
there and
Queen's domain.
physically headbutt to...
And let's face it, the only deity that's going to help us, because I'm the only one of Wish, aren't I? The only deity that's going to help is the mask, and he's more likely to just sit back and laugh.
I think from
What I could
Bern's
do-
standpoint, I believe he was asking, like, if Devad directly went, hey,
Yeah.
Wish, their souls
Oh,
are back. The answer is no, that can't happen, other than the fact that Devad's sealed, but ignoring that fact, if he were to turn around and try and use Wish, the Raven Queen's in her domain, she has power, she just nullifies the effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to double check, there's no way that Wish could overcome the Raven Queen, but could it be able to overcome Nightmare?
Correct, it could. Artifacts are overcomable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think
Someone
they got
spent a
them
wish.
before they got sealed?
Yeah.
They could have set it up as a contingency, or they have an ally that. did it
Yeah,
for
they
them.
might have just swapped
Go.
out the souls while they were getting carried into fake ones
Hmm.
or something like that.
It's
Wait,
possible.
we've gotten slightly off topic here.
Yeah, we're.
What? So,
I
okay,
hate
so
to
right,
say this. Does
what has
the
I got?
Raven Queen have a way to kill souls? Like, destroy them outright?
No. That breaks the pact of the undeath, from what Queglod knows. After what she's... Because she saw the pact the Raven Queen took. To destroy a
where's-
soul means that she will be cast into sealing, and somebody else will take the Raven Queen's place. She cannot destroy a soul.
Where the fuck is a Dementor when you need one?
Doesn't
Can I assist you into shadows?
Point.
doesn't one of those the one night level Turgis spell delete someone?
Yes, but that just erases your existence from the timeline. It's not destroying a soul, it's destroying an entire memory of someone.
Okay.
It's not even just a they just delete you from ever
Yeah,
being
it's
a
just
person.
it's just like opens
It's
folder,
less of a
Control A,
destroyed soul.
delete.
It's less of like a destroyed soul, so much as the soul is unmade.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
making it so
So
the
they
soul
are
was
born,
never made in the
basically.
first place.
Yeah, it means that time will fill the gaps, fill the space. Pictures of someone will disappear. Memories of someone disappear in 1d3 days. which is the strongest thing about it. If it kills someone, a wish spell has to be cast within 1d3 days to turn back the effect of it. I believe it might just be flat 3 days. But either way, that's the only thing that can do that. But that still wouldn't help in the instance of overcoming that particular question. But carry on.
So what's the plan now? There's no army here. Do we just bury the place? It's not really a point.
Do we let Sasha smash Fist?
I'd like to
resort to our
double check
gate.
there's nothing left here, but
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was.
long term, my plan is to just completely demolish this place. So
I will say this once. Earth. Quake. Earthquake.
Are you casting it?
Did it twice.
No, I'm not doing. Okay.
No,
shut
she
up.
said it once, and then the second time is it a casting? So I'm asking, are you casting
No, the
Earthquake?
second time is not a casting. Okay.
Is this where we combine them with meteors?
Oh my god, just scorched earth
Ultimate
policy.
annihilation.
I mean, we're not destroying the
Flashbacks to
mansion.
my
yet.
session yesterday. Please, no.
By our
And I will-
powers combined, we do a fusion dance and cast Earthquake. I think, like, Malcolm, you also have Earthquake, right?
I did not take it.
Oh. Fine,
I could do Earthquake with Wish if we're not using it for anything else.
Okay. Do we want to go inside and have a look inside the mausoleum bit, or do we want to just sort of...
I think it might be useful to see if they left anything behind. I also think
Alright.
it might be useful to double check if there's anything left behind.
You know what they left behind? It's traps. It's going to be traps. They left
Yeah,
behind traps.
probably.
What that for those bullshit puzzles that we're gonna have to go through again?
Oh,
Sam?
God.
Don't get me started on the puzzles I have in there, because it was the intended way in. So I have
Well-
6 of them in there, so don't get me started.
Yes, no.
Yeah, let's
Well-
not go in there, guys.
Suddenly, I've decided this feels like a bad idea.
I will say this. If you wish to explore the mausoleum, you can go ahead and find out what is exactly in there, and we will do a jump cut where you proceed to basically go, how long do you wish to spend in there? And I'll tell you how many puzzles you complete. Based on
Oh,
D20
God.
rolls.
While y'all did that, you mind if I stay out here and try and cry on one of your parents?
Yeah, you're welcome to give it a go. So, do we want to check the interior of the mausoleum, and do we want to try and head back to the hidden area in the mansion and see if there's a way up through that gate?
Mm.
It could be that those two connect. I don't know. That might make sense.
So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I'm game for checking the mausoleum.
Yeah, sure. Do we wait for Malcolm if we're going, or?
No, you guys go ahead and check out the mausoleum. I'm gonna try and scry.
I'll stick with Malcolm just in case something funky goes on.
Well, I've got from the looks of the mausoleum, are big creatures able to get inside of it?
No.
No. So I'd be out here with Gabby and Shattercraft.
And Rook, I guess. Since
And
now he's
Apparently
big.
Rook.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go
Okay.
with the others then.
So who's going into the mausoleum, just to confirm?
I'll go in to keep people alive.
Okay.
I'll
Sasha?
go in to throw damage when needed.
Elsyan?
Yeah, I'll go as well, I guess.
I mean, do
Bern?
people not want to go into the mausoleum? Because we don't have to. I
If
just
No
feel
one
like it would
wants
be
to go into a
useful.
mausoleum, Simon. It
It's
is
I think
literally
I think
a
Gabby
house
Shattercraft
of
can
the
do
dead.
that.
in their...
I just don't want.
Yeah.
I just don't want to leave Shattercrest behind.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm more asking the others. If
No, I'm fine with
people
going
think
in
it's a
alone.
bad plan, then
We
we
should check it out.
It's a
Yeah,
good
Just
plan.
sucks.
Character-wise, going into Mausoleum always sucks. Player-wise,
Mhm.
no, we go in there, there might be
Yeah.
loot.
Are you shrinking Felipe to go in, or are you leaving Felipe outside?
I'll shrink Felipe. I can grow him multiple times now. So
Yep, that is very true. Okay, so you have shrink Felipe.
Uh,
And Rook and Gabby, you're staying outside?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we're never getting in there anyway.
Yep, no, that's fair. So,
Before they do go in, I will be getting Queglod's mother's
Friends in
name.
that way when you crit a party. That's right, everybody, split the party.
I have it written down as Gillian, but I believe Chris said something else in the intro. So now I'm confused.
Delilah, I think it is. Unless I'm spelling it wrong. Let me check her stat log.
Sasha, I didn't know you were a bard.
I took a class. It's at the college in the city.
Sasha, you are now forced to take a multi-class and bard on your next level.
That was a joke. No. I mean, I took a singular class. They just taught you to sing one song, and then you had to pay a subscription fee. So I was like, nah, fuck that.
Oh, you went for the free trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, Jalila.
You can also pay
J-I-L-I-L-A.
in sexual favors.
Okay.
Jalila, yeah.
Oh no.
In fact, that's what most people pay in.
Oh no. It's just one horrible orgy.
Anyway,
Oh, God, let's
how
move on.
long are you spending in the mausoleum?
How long is a scry?
Scry takes 10 minutes.
And at most I'll cast 2.
30 minutes to an hour?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
that works
we'll
for the others.
start
30
with
minutes to an
half
hour feels like a
I would
See
like
if
two of you to perform investigation checks while I get the map out so you can see what horrors you have avoided.
I'm going to not do that.
Don't worry, Big Brain is on
Yeah,
the way.
Big Brain is on the go. And Queglod go as well.
Yeah, I'll do the other one.
Okay, let me just get you
That
the
is
map.
a
Nice,
27.
Fantastic roll.
Okay, I'm just going to delete this and just...
9 plus
Oh, that's what I
8,
wanted to
so
see.
17.
Okay, let me just show you the map I made that took a long time to make.
Oh, I
Oh,
can hide it.
Chris, have you skipped past the long?
This was the
Oh.
initial way in, it's fine. So, heading into the first chamber, this changes the entire first puzzle because it requires
map?
everyone to be there.
Where's the map?
What do you mean, where's the map?
It's not here.
There's
No.
nothing here.
What do you mean? Why is it
We
not?
can't
You
see
put
it.
it in a hidden spot somewhere.
I hear you pick it up, but there's
Yeah, here you
nothing
pick it up
there.
as well. There's nothing here.
The frick? That's not supposed to happen.
Hold on, can I see
No
it on
Is it
the
under the
stream?
table? No, it's not under the table.
I can see it on the stream, but I can't see it here.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
it
wait.
here?
Is it in a
No.
hidden box? Oh no, there we go.
What's this? What
That,
will
that'll
it-
do.
image-
Leave it
you
there.
are requesting does
The
The
image
image
you're
you are
requesting does not
requesting does
exist.
not exist, or is no
No
longer
longer
available. Imgur.com.
Hold
Your
up.
map is
Delete
your
your
map.
map.
Is this
Hold
the
up.
riddle?
Is this the riddle? Your
I got so
PNG
much
has stopped working. Please try again. Hold up.
Is
Oh.
this the author Imgur.com? That's a weird name.
The
Yeah.
reason
This
why
is the map Chris prepared for if we went through with the triple earthquake.
the reason why we couldn't see it,
It is
Alright.
gone.
Just so
The
you. Oh,
the
God.
reason why we couldn't see it, Chris, is because it's longer for what we see than what you see, so it was going into the hidden area over here.
Right,
Oh,
I've
okay.
uploaded what we see.
Yeah, it's like this.
Actually, hold on. You know what? I'm just going to delete the map and I'm just going to send it on the Discord. Everyone on the stream's seen it. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we
See
see.
it, Chris.
That's not good.
Also,
That's not actually
Infernal. I want to say I am genuinely impressed in like the short period of time you managed to take that.
Oh.
There you go. That's
He
the.
was
Oh
up
wait,
From
no.
the face and I was like, ah,
Oh
that's me.
dear lord.
It doesn't have.
Okay.
It doesn't have on your version. It didn't have the A, B, C, D, E, and F.
Well,
but
yeah.
yeah, this is the me version because I
So
uploaded
it's
that
A
one.
where we enter?
That's so you know which room
Yeah.
is which for your notes.
So, actually,
Is A
I
where we enter?
I deleted it so I can't show it on stream, but oh well. So, entering into that first area. Hold on. What were the investigation rolls actually, real quick?
27.
17.
Okay, yeah, you would have been fine. So, going through the first area, you would have met Oberon, the keeper of the tomb. He is a ghost. He is purely cinematic. He shows up and asks for each of your names. After you cast, well, going into the chamber, you see a statue before you, along with several skulls lining either side of the wall on pedestals.
Oberon asking for
As
our
you-
names. He's not having mine.
Yep.
Some fey bullshit.
As you otherwise reach the statue, you see the statue's placed. It's got 3 eyes on its forehead, and you see a rune on the back wall. You cast a necromancy spell of first level, so one of you mark off a spell slot. Don't care if you have a necromancy spell, it works. Queglod, if you want to do it, and then just take a short rest, that works too.
Can
You know, I'll use one of my Warlock spell slots because.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright.
So, you use one of your Warlock spell slots. As you do, Oberon, the Keeper of the Tomb, shows up and asks for each of your names. If you choose not to give a name, he will not go away and you will progress no further.
Uh,
But can we give a fake name?
You can.
Timothy.
Okay.
Because you don't give a Fae an actual name, because they actually take it, the
Okay.
bastards.
The
Yeah.
name
Like,
you
they're
may
welcome
refer
to
to me
know
as
your name. but-
is Smashfist.
Okay. Giving Oberon your fake name, a number of the skulls all of a sudden have names below them, each of them according to the name that you otherwise gave.
Timothy.
So one of them is called Timothy. Let me quickly... Oh, where did I wasn't expecting to open this today. Where did I put the notes for this?
I told you to prepare for everything, Chris.
I didn't expect you to go in the route that you wanted to earthquake.
That's why I said prepare everything.
Okay. Fair. Hold up. Why is it not in here? That's not good.
Chris deleted all the notes. He's like, ah, fuck. Players are gonna ruin everything.
They're just gonna earthquake it anyway. Whatever. Just
Oh no,
delete.
what am I talking about? It should be here. The Prill estate. Here we go. Should be in here somewhere. Alright. Room is a cut stone with a single large angelic statue in the centre of the room. Along each wall are 4 pedestals, each with a carved stone skull on each. Back of the room is just in view. Once you walk around the room, is pertaining a necromantic or veil shaping magic. You cast first level spell and activate it. Oberon shows up, asks for your names. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all, but unfortunately, all of you are new here. So unless you wish to leave, I ask you to figure out my riddle. I've looked over each of you for qualities and traits, vanities and scars. Each of you have something in common. Now I wish to know the 3rd, 5th, and 2nd of you all in that order. However, there are only 4 of you, so that changes the 5th option. Going through all of them, you otherwise examine the areas and find common traits between each of you, and you must decide in height order who is the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th tallest.
Okay, so Felipe is the shortest.
Either way, this wouldn't matter because I'm just going through this because of the investigation checks and the time you gave.
This was just Chris trying to get us to fill in our characters sheet.
Oh no, they're all filled in correctly, except for Bern's, because he's got the wrong size in there. Because he's got his Furbolg form size in there, not his human size. So he would have had to find out how tall he is. Because
always forget
he's
you've got that
2
weird
foot
Furbolg
shorter, or 1 or 2 feet shorter than Elsyan, which changes who the 2nd and the 3rd is. Or no, not the 2nd and the 3rd. The
I forget Elsyan's tall.
4th and the 3rd.
The 4th and the 3rd, sorry, yeah.
Elsyan's a lanky bastard.
So yeah, the answer in the order would have the 3rd one, which you had to give first, was Bern, followed by whoever 5th was, which was Sasha, followed by Elsyan, who was 2, who is 2nd. That is from shortest to highest, I think. Oh no, first is the tallest, 2nd is it's from tallest to shortest. Sasha is 5 because she's 4'9". Queglod is 2'8", so she is 6. Therefore, it would have gone in that order. And you would have had to use the names. The traits, the hints would have given you a physical trait, and looking over each other, there's not a scar or blemish or tattoo that you have in common with one another, but it remains physical. So you would have had that.
Yeah,
How
I
did
do.
you?
Oh yeah, you'll have your daggers, but they're all the same length, so it wouldn't have mattered. And you would have given the names they gave. Next! On to the next one. Puzzle Room B. Where was that? Oh, on the top right. You had 5 statues. Each one of the statues had a name. The name had been scrubbed out, and you otherwise needed to... the room is an unlit room with a series of statues, each of which is a different dwarf. In front of each one has an unlit brazier with a plaque before it, plaques before it which lie unmarked. Each brazier must be lit through saying the name of the individual represented at the statue, following short riddles for each. Born in strength and honour, I stand my ground, to no one's command may I move. Each of these you would have found throughout the rest of the dungeon to locate all of the solutions. And there were a few red herrings along the way. Which was Lord Ironroot. I chose to fight with when needed, yet I took to speaking to my warriors to inspire, was Captain Bronzeblade. I was glorious, a leader in my pride, let none compare me to the lower folk, King Goldmane. I gave all I could for my people, and the only thanks I got was this wretched name, Commander Bloodbeard. Someone please take 1 point of damage for discovering the name.
I'll take it. I might as well at this point.
And I have chosen to show the path for those that need me and bring down those that skulk and hide. Was Arbiter Sunfist. You would have
Hey, we're cousins.
you would have found those. You would have found each of those throughout the area. Each of these rooms would have contained 8 wraiths each, which would have proceeded to attack the players. Plus, the bodies underneath will animate to zombies if you or skeletons rather if you decide to open the coffins. Room C. Which one was room C? That was that central room there. Room C, a large open stone chamber with 2 large pillars standing tall, holding up the high stone ceiling of the room. Around each pillar stand 2 statues of dwarves. Each are damaged but still well carved. To the corner of one side of the room is an altar with a number of cloth wrappings that have been burned and destroyed as the altar is split down the middle. Around the room are a number of weapons. Each one is different from the next, and each is jammed into the stone. At the centre of the room lies a brazier that is lit, and along the inside of the rim burns dwarvish runes that read, "The mightiest weapon sits among you. Bring it to the flame for testing." Each of the weapons around the room is magical, and the enchantments on each seem indistinguishable. Each weapon has its own name. The great sword is called Orc Cleaver, short sword is called Viper Strike, the mace is called Bone Breaker, spear is called Heart Piercer, the axe is called Judge's Edge, and the great axe is known as Head Splitter. The solution, however, was to take the old quill that was non-magical, because the pen is mightier than the sword, from the altar and put it into the fire. Upon choosing the wrong weapon, all of the weapons would have animated and returned to their place after being defeated or defeating you. They're animated weapons. If they're half CR things, I would expect you to not lose against them.
Shit. That's where you're wrong.
Puzzle room D, which is below that, the other large room. A large open room with slightly odd shape to it. It has a series of small braziers that fill the room, and one of them is lit. Around the room there are small alcoves, each having a figure within them that faces into the chamber. Around the rim of the brazier is a riddle to solve the room. The riddle is, help my friends to see their relatives by lighting a path for them, but be careful not to lead them astray. I await your declaration that the path is complete. There are a number of braziers you can light. Make sure that each of the statues that has a copy of itself within the room has a brazier that goes from it to its ally lit. If any of them are lit outside of this, all of the braziers will explode, causing a fireball effect, leaving the one original one lit, and putting out all of the rest.
Ha ha ha! Shall I just be the only one in this room?
That's fine. Yeah. So you, after trial and error, you succeed in the room and eventually find out that it's basically just all the middle ones except for one.
Yeah. Just like, oh no, the room's on fire again. What a shame.
Puzzle E, a slightly different burial room to the rest. It has a large brazier at the end of the chamber with a dagger resting on its edge made from burnished bronze. Along the lip of the brazier, written in dwarvish runes, reads, "A sacrifice must be made to commune with me. Cut yourself with a dagger for a point of damage at once to cause the reaction." So if you decide to... well, no. Yeah, if you just do a point of damage to yourself with a dagger, it causes a reaction, which causes you to be revealed the name of the blood, the blood one earlier, the one who made a sacrifice, the dwarven name. And then the final one in the bottom left, or the bottom right, which was puzzle F. The room is mostly open with a number of coffins around the room. They are neatly arranged at the end of the room. A protrusion of carved stone with a simple stone plaque which reads, I look left, I look right. Something here isn't to sight. You had to break one of the coffins, which would have spawned a ghost to attack you, and it would have made the room symmetrical. Doing so would have revealed an area behind it, which I believe contained one of the names for the dwarves. Yes. That was how you solve the mausoleum, going around fighting various wraiths. However, there are no undead in sight. They are all removed, except for that one ghost, who flees at the sight of you all, thanks to turn undead and all that shenanigan. And yeah, you explore the rest of it. After applying all of the names and excluding my long list of pre-generated dwarven names for every single coffin in that place, Ah, that would have been fun. Watching you dig through 20 plus names, figuring out which one's the right one. Yeah. That would have resulted in you going down to the next layer. Going down to the next layer, I'll say this took you around 20-ish minutes. We'll get to your scries in a moment, Malcolm. You head down to the next layer, where you see what looks to be a series of portcullises on either side, leading to various chambers, and a portcullis ahead of you, leading to a large hole in the ground. This is similar, if not identical, to the hole in the ground, which was above you.
Okay.
This is the alternative
that
way
makes
to get
sense.
into the area. You now
There
know
was one on the other side as well, right?
There's one on each of the cardinal directions. From exploring and using Felipe to discover where they all go, each of them is a dead end, which is caved in, and a few rooms which stored some old undead, which have otherwise passed on. Most of the bodies are still there, but they're inanimated, whereas the ghosts or spirits that may have been created from them are otherwise still not there. They may have gone elsewhere, you're not sure. You return from the mausoleum. Malcolm, your 2 scries, please. Who are you targeting?
Well, I don't know that the father is protected from scrying, so I'm going to attempt him again.
Ugh. Drop something on the ground. Okay. You attempt to scry. It has no hold.
And I will try to scry for the first time on the mother.
Okay. Again,
0.
your scry has no hold.
Oh great. She protected now? Damn it. Great. Well,
Okay.
You're right,
As
Malcolm.
you wait outside, the plants undulate and a few of them do wake up, kind of looking in your general direction, but with Gabby nearby, they return back to being bulbs.
meh.
Party returns 10 minutes after your scries finish. Go ahead and mark those 2 spell slots off as the rest of the party emerges from the mausoleum, not much in tow.
No luck then?
Well,
No, it all seems
no.
to be empty.
I did
That's
find a
what's
nice
focused.
fire bathroom, though. That was nice.
That's fair. Okay. So they've cleared this place out then.
Seems
Very
like
pleasant.
it.
Hmm.
I'm sad. Oh well. It was a fun dungeon to make. And draw.
Don't
I
worry.
I fully enjoyed
forget
that.
we'll forget all of how these tests and riddles work, and then you can just reuse them again after you reskin them.
Nah,
yeah.
I won't need to do that.
Bring that on for
I'll
campaign
just make new ones, it's fine. Maybe the answer will be light. And should one of you say it, you'll also take damage from answering that way, but you'll be completely
I'm so
right.
very much waiting for you to actually pull it, but have all of us so paranoid that we don't think it's light. We're sure, no, he's got to be fucking with us. Gonna be fun.
Someone
Anyways,
answers with a light, someone takes damage and like, oh, it can't be the right answer, door opens. You son of a bitch.
now, do we want to try going back through the house? Do we want to teleport down to the weird caverny bit? What do we see if there's anything there? What do we want to do?
I think we should double check if there's anything useful in the house. We didn't really
Okay.
investigate the study.
All
or
right.
the road as well.
All right.
Think? Did we?
I don't know.
Elsyan
we
investigated
didn't.
it to a degree, but he didn't thoroughly investigate it because you were attacked by horned wisps shortly after.
Yeah. Right. Well, if we're looking for information on if there is a spare copy of either of their spell books, that's where it'll be.
Okay.
I don't think they went back to the mansion to orchestrate this by hand. So it's possible they left some belongings behind. I think it's worth at least giving it a quick rundown.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Returning back to the house, you return to the front door. You stand before it. You are still twice the size Rook, and you will be for another half an hour.
Yep, I'm just gonna hover around outside.
Okay.
One, because I'm never getting in. Gabby's never getting in,
Yeah, that's
especially
fine.
extra size. So
I'll-
yeah, we're
I'll-
gonna hover
I'll-
around outside.
I'll lump you there for now. Okay. I would like a marching order, please.
I'm fine wherever.
I
So you're
shall
first?
be meat. I'm more than happy to be a meat shield.
Okay, I'm fine
go.
as long as I'm not first.
Are you waiting outside, Malcolm?
Where, I mean, I'll...
Yeah.
How are you?
There we go. I'll put you there with him. Okay, so who's first? Sasha's first, Elsyan's next, Bern, and then Queglod. Okay. Sasha, you reach down, grab the door handle. It's locked.
I proceed to open it using muscles.
Go ahead and make me a strength check then, please.
Omoemo shinderu.
You don't omae more door,
Oh, no, it was
as
so close to
proved by
20.
that 4.
Hit. Okay, no.
You feel a ping, not from the door, but something in your spine as you throw your back for a moment.
Sash,
Give me a second.
you right, honey? You right there?
Back pain. Oh.
There's not a lot of... You're the cleric.
You take a point of damage.
I'm gonna cast the first level cure wounds on myself. Just
Sasha,
click
no.
back.
Can Elsa just hand across a healing potion? No,
All
not for
right.
that.
All right. I down a healing potion.
You down a healing
That's
potion.
not worth a spell slot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the d4 plus whatever, because you are
2d4.
because you are still
I don't
damaged from that.
actually have any.
I'll just borrow Elsyan's. You're married now. It's
yeah.
fine.
I'm stealing his potion, so yeah.
Imagine not
8
having
healing.
D4s.
10 points of healing. A really
10?
solid 10.
Isn't it
points.
8? Because it's plus 2, not plus 4.
Is it
Yeah.
plus 2? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. 2d4 plus
It's what-
2, 4d4 plus 4. It's the first number plus.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
plus.
Okay. What am I doing? 8. So that would be. Alright.
The door still lies locked and victorious.
Okay. Does anyone know how to pick locks?
Break
No.
doors.
You know what? Can I just
Look.
sort of like light?
Sorry,
I'm just
go
gonna
ahead.
like set Forge Storm on fire and just start smacking it against the hinges to break
see.
this fucking thing down.
The universal
Okay.
lockpick.
Okay.
I'm using my lock picking skills,
Okay.
honey.
You begin breaking down the door, slowly but surely melting the hinges. The hinges are sufficiently weakened, and this takes some time, but they do melt and break, slowly but surely.
I will say it definitely can't be resistant or immune to fire damage.
No, that's fair. I mean, it's metal. It'll melt
yeah, I know.
eventually. It's just resilient, so it'll be taking the damage slowly but surely.
I've got to say, have we just tried
I
opening
will also
the
be
door?
using the divine
Yes.
strike thingy as
Good.
well to
Okay, just making sure.
up
Yeah.
my.
Yep, so
Chop,
doing the
chop.
extra damage. Yeah. So slowly but surely you melt away at the door. Eventually the door kind of... roll me a d20. Okay. The door swings outwards towards you. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm so good at these. Come on, Chris. Dex save. I think that is a straight 0, so it's an 11.
Alright. You sidestep the door as it lands next to you, otherwise hitting the ground. The hinge is still very much on fire, and as you look down the hallway, you can see the interior beyond.
Perfect. Stealth.
Go ahead and roll me stealth checks then, please. Vira is concentrating on Pass Without Trace, so you do have
And
plus
guys,
10.
remember, if you yell stealth loudly, you'll be hidden better.
That's how orcs work. You're not orcs.
I got a natural 1. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Elf.
Oh boy.
So
I
that's
got a 22.
so that's a total of 6, Sasha, or is it 5? Because you got a -1 to your dex,
I
right?
also have a -1, so it would be a 5.
It
I
will be
believe,
a
yes.
5 to your stealth. Okay. Okay, so if anything is in here, it knows.
knows no, unless it's like Nightwalker levels of unaware.
Even then, their passive perception was low for
Mm.
1, and they were asleep, so it had a -5, which is why you succeeded for so long.
We have +10 from password, right?
Correct.
I'm correct? Okay. Right.
I'll assume anything above a 10 is fine. Did anybody get
That's
below 10?
38.
Or...
23.
Everyone else is super
Alright,
quiet, except for Sasha, who just treads in, bonk, 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 clank, clank down the hallway. Where do you wish to go?
You did just smash the door after all.
This is true, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
The main place I want to check is the study.
Does anybody wish to go anywhere else?
Will we check the other two where we didn't check?
I mean, we can check everywhere if you want. That's just the priority for me, since I think it's the most likely
The
to have something
study is
useful.
which one? This one up here?
Elsyan looked over it briefly, but I think there could be something useful hidden there.
Should we check this while we're here then, or
What?
go straight up? Like one of these doors? Unless we-
We can take a look there, yeah. Oh yeah, was this place... What was the deal with this place? Was
You
it...
never explored it.
Okay.
And Queglod doesn't remember anything?
You were never allowed in that room. That was the room which you were told when you are older. You saw all of your family members who were older than you going in and out of that room every now and then, but outside of that, not really anything else. You never know.
What happened to it when the Wingless were in charge?
When the Wingless was in charge, it was just a bare room. If there was anything inside of it, it was removed or destroyed. You're not sure.
Right. Probably been restored then. That is going to be worth checking.
Yeah, let's check it out then.
Let's go there first.
Heading to there. Taking your time to unlock the doors through strategic measures of burning down rooms, burning through the doors, you reveal in the interior a shattered and destroyed and very ancient, but otherwise now gone, teleportation circle. The stones lie very dull with the ancient runes, a large portion of it destroyed, and you now understand where the stone cracking sound may have come from.
When did that happen? When we went down?
When you were here the last time, you were above in the floor above and you heard a stone cracking sound.
Oh, I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what this would have been were it intact?
Looks to be a receiving end of a teleportation circle.
Right.
So you imagine that this was probably for personal use.
Okay. Yeah, so they could go out there and then just knowing its signal could have gotten back.
Oh,
Yep.
there's more doors.
There's 2 more doors. Yep.
Okay. I don't suppose there's any information we can glean from
Yeah, is there
the
any...
broken teleportation circle. I wouldn't. Unless we can figure out the sequence and that tells us something about the way they do spellcasting.
I will
really
say
interesting.
if someone wants to make an investigation check with disadvantage or with assistance make a flat roll, I'll say this will be between Bern and Elsyan because they are the ones who have the investigation or the
normal
teleportation.
Do you want to roll or shall I, Bern?
roll? Yeah, you do a normal roll. I'll give you assistance.
So it's a flat roll.
That I believe is a 25. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 25.
Okay, 25. You look over the book, comparing it to the teleportation circle. They are both the same cursive. The cursive is still very difficult to make out, and even extrapolating from that, it takes you a good 10 minutes looking over the circle to actually understand what it may have been beforehand. It's destroyed and the runes are dulled now, but looking at it versus what's in the book, it was very much a, oh, whatever this may have been beforehand, it is very similar to what was written across the book.
So it's very similar to the book. Cool.
Cursive-wise, but yeah.
Okay then.
That implies that the book probably is the right one for understanding the gate. But
Yeah.
that's only a very small step in actually figuring that out. Okay.
Still gonna take us like a week, Chris said.
Mhm. Yeah.
We can,
It would take a week
attempt
because
to
you're
do it
trying
if-
to rebuild something from dust effectively to try and figure out where it may have gone.
Yeah.
It's
If we
a-
don't have any other breakthroughs and we have some spare time, we can look into it. But yeah, let's keep
Yeah,
looking.
that's if we if we don't find a diary with the information conveniently.
I mean, we still have the gate.
It's not impossible.
The main thing to note about the portal, I will say, because Bern, you have the teleportation plus you have gate. The effect of the spell which was in place was a gate effect.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
It was meant for permanence.
This one or the outside one?
The outside one.
Okay, so the army went through the gates.
So the army went through a gate-like spell, yes. Which suggests that one of them has gate. Two, they have used it in the past and have enchanted using a 9th level magic, which is very powerful and takes a long time to set that sort of thing up. You also know that its counterpart on the other side will also be destroyed because the first one's destroyed. After the enchantment is gone, it acts like a set of sending stones. After one is broken, the other one breaks. So you can find out where it may have gone, but you won't be able to use the same way in. Just to clear that up, I'll say, because of the rolls you've been getting with that sort of thing.
Okay. So not like disenchanted, but gone.
Not
destroyed.
disenchanted, but like I said, ascending stones. If you dispel magic one and then snap it in two, the other one on the other side loses its enchantment and then begins to crumble.
Right. Okay.
So, where do you wish to go next?
Let's check the other two rooms then.
Yeah.
Which one first?
Top first.
Yeah, sure.
Top first, you find a coffin. This one lies empty, but the rune underneath it has otherwise gone dark and the candles are unlit. The body has been removed.
Okay.
Checking the other door.
Yep.
It's the same deal.
Now, whose bodies could this have been?
Oh
So the
god.
runes are disabled?
The rooms are disabled. The magic in them is otherwise died and has been turned off. The bodies have been removed. You don't know what may have been
Hey,
in them
maybe
beforehand.
this was where your parents' actual bodies were, and everything else has just been fucking weird automata or shit. Maybe these are their phylacteries. Maybe they're super liches. Either way, I say we smash everything just in case. Investigate and then smash everything, I should say.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check then, please,
Yeah.
Sasha.
What are you looking for?
Okay, I personally am going. I am supervising investigation.
That's fine. But I mean, what do you think
I
we should be
will be
looking
taking
for?
a managerial position.
There's not much to investigate here, is there?
The
I mean,
rune,
what size are these coffins? If they're medium, they could still hold small creatures.
they're medium.
Yeah.
Look, your family live in a mansion despite being creepy undead. Maybe they just wanted big coffins.
Yeah, this is entirely plausible.
Do you wish to investigate the coffins?
I mean, I'll have detect magic on just to see if there's anything magical about them, and then if there isn't, we can try and take them apart, just see if there are any clues. But I don't think there's likely to be very much.
How long do you want to spend on this? Detect magic picks up nothing. You picked up the old magic that was resided within the floor, which was necromantic. But outside of that, nothing else.
Are they like? They look padded on the map, but I don't know if there's.
They are padded. It's padded for comfort and otherwise kind of cushioning a body. Same as the ones upstairs, just the ones upstairs have bodies in them, so it's hard to tell they're padded.
Okay.
I
Don't.
can pick these up or send them to my bank, and then we can investigate them back in our tavern if you want.
If you have the magic available to do that, yeah, that might be.
Now remind me, what level are you casting this at for the bank?
Let me check the scaling on it again.
Why not?
You might need to send that to me again because I think it might have been the old.
It's your spell. Don't tell me you've gotten rid of it.
Old Discord chat, Chris.
Oh, right.
Same.
Alright, give me a moment.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, there's nothing in this chat. Let me
I'm
see if
trying
I
to
saved
find your list of custom spells that you've created. Custom spells mixed. Scroll down to... Where is it? Elsyan's Brain Frazzle. Oh, it's not in here. That's inconvenient. Or is it? Hold on. Sorry about this. Did it save straight into here? It did. Is it named? Aha! Bern's Ethereal Vault. It's a first level etherology spell.
First, I thought it was second.
No, it's first. Because it scales every
I
two
will
levels
be-
rather than...
I will be back in a second.
Right, resending this to you, Bern. Is there anything you wish to do while Bern decides if he wants to send some coffins? Notably, it starts off at 50 GP and you add a 0 for each. To get both of the coffins, you'll need to cast this at 5th level.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, at once, I will say. You can cast it at 2/3 or you can cast it at a 5th. Because they're 500
I
gold each.
I would say wait, and we'll get them on the way out.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because if there turns out to be more that we want to bring with us, it might turn out that it'll be easier to just open
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
group them up together.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
where else would you like to go?
Do we want to check the rest of the rooms on this floor, or
I don't
I
mind.
guess we should check down here quickly while we're
Yeah, I mean, we can just do a quick like look.
kitchen, right?
Okay, tell me what order you want to go. Okay. Going into the kitchen has been devoid of food, bar some rotting food which has just been left. The fireplace isn't lit as it shows in this, and you see a bunch of aprons have been hung up. The staff or whatever was in here before has otherwise vacated the vicinity. The barrels are dry and empty. The crates are cracked and devoid of food. This has been looted / emptied, which means they have come back in here since.
Okay, that reduces the chance it's going to be useful, but we should still keep checking around. Let's head back up to the study, I think, first. That's the most likely place that we'll find something useful.
Heading upstairs to the study, I'll just move you all up like this. Heading back up to the study, the books have been cleared out. The rune on the floor still lies damaged and broken. The desk has had all of its drawers removed, and you can see a false bottom to one of the drawers that has been torn off and discarded to one side. The book, the quill, the ink, the paper, all of it has been taken.
Okay.
The entire place has been looted. Bar what looks
Yeah,
to be a
there's
few books that have been left on the bookshelf. Some of them are toppled, some stand upright against the edges.
I'll double check what kinds of books they are.
Okay. Go over to one of the books, and you see written along the spine work of it. The Histories of Necromancy, part 1 of 3. You do not see part 2 or 3.
Hmm. Detect magic shows up nothing for it. Like these aren't traps, are they?
Go ahead and roll me a investigation check. Cast Detect Magic, you give a look over it.
Investigation, that's plus, so 18.
18. You look over it. There's no immediate glow from the book, but behind the book there is a glow. The magic that you gain off of this seems to be abjuration based.
Behind the book, as in
Behind
the
behind the
bookshelf?
book on the back of the bookshelf, yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a trap.
You can grab it with Mage Hand if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, I'll back out of the way of the trap and
I'll move fuck as well.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Is it just that one or the others?
It's were you going to check the others as well? The others are on the bookshelves around here.
Ah, okay. I should probably check before as well.
Go ahead and roll me an additional investigation check then, please, for the rest of the stuff. You doing that, Queglod, or?
Yeah, let's. I mean, we might as well be thorough.
Are you rolling?
Rolling, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Checking over the rest, 2 others have the same abjuration-like rune on the back of the wall behind them, where the books are in slightly different positions. One is leaning up against it, and it's a little bit harder to see around. Another one is in the same, more upright but slightly leaning position. 2 other books lie within the room itself, both of which seem to be just flat or scattered on the floor. You note that a large number of the pages have been torn out of one, leaving just the book covers itself. The other one is lying on the floor, and opening it up and flipping through it, even with Detect Magic on, it is a blank book with no writing on the cover. Seems to have just been a book for potentially writing or drawing in, or potentially storing spare paper.
Okay.
Alright, well, prepare everyone. Back out of the way and I'll cast Mage Hand to try and
Alright.
trigger
Yep.
the
Okay.
By the way.
Where are you standing?
what's the range of Mage Hand?
60 feet.
60.
Yeah, 60 feet. I was here all the time. Hello.
Hello.
I mean, I guess we may as well all leave the room and you can
Yeah, I
pop
can just
in.
leave the room and I can just do it on the door.
Should take a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Mage
peek
Hand.
around the door and then I will Mage Hand this one over here.
Okay. As you grab the book with Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand pulls the book, you watch as there's a flash of energy from behind. You will have 3/4 cover as you are ducking through the door. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, adding the 3/4 cover for +5. Okay.
22, probably like -1 or 0. -1.
-1?
That's
21.
21.
21. You succeed. As you otherwise duck back behind the door, you watch as a disintegration spell hits and collides with the wall next to you, taking out a large chunk of the wall.
Okay. Not cool. Disintegration magic.
Right, so the abjuration was specifically for
Glyph of Warding.
them. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, these seem to
What was
just
the
be
book
traps.
that I grabbed?
Hmm?
What was the book that I grabbed?
A History of Necromancy, 1 of 3.
Oh, the same one.
Right. I'll But I'll hold on to it then.
Yeah, sure.
No sense having
Do we
completely.
do the other
ignored.
one or risk the other ones, or
What are the titles on the other ones?
A History of Necromancy, 2 of 3, and 3 of 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Who really need them? I'm sure they'll be here waiting for us.
Leave the books. Ah, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's I didn't take them initially.
Yeah.
The question is, can they survive an earthquake or an
No.
earthquake times 2?
No.
There's your answer.
I want to get
All right, if you want to take the risk, then you can. You might be able to get something out of them. It's up to you. I don't have mage hand, so I can't do this.
Malcolm, Rook, are you doing anything out there at the moment while they decide whether they want to do that?
No, not really. In fact, I might just kind of fly over a little bit. How big are these grown ones?
They are gargantuan. They are probably around, when they begin to emerge from their bulb and they kind of see you coming, they begin to rise up and the head turns towards you as you watch as they begin to open their mouth. You quickly retreat,
Yeah, okay,
knowing
I'm
a
pulling back.
tether is coming.
Yeah, I'm putting it back, but wow, fuck. Them things, they grew. They grew big.
Yeah.
Just look at Malcolm.
Probably around
there.
20 to 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
go
no.
around. They're almost as big as the house, so hiding over the top of the house is very difficult, but it's doable.
Oh well.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Well, we
recommend going around there.
You do note, however, one of the ones on the inside does seem to be tracking interior movement.
I mean,
Oh. Okay. Assuming if I look through the study window, can I see them?
Yeah, you can see
In
them.
here?
You watch as Bern pulls a book off of the wall, and you watch as disintegration narrowly misses him.
Oh, bloody hell, they're a disaster waiting to happen, that lot. Hey, you lot, you're being tracked by a bulb.
You
Oh,
hear
you mean one of the
you
the
hear it
plants?
through the window,
Yep.
muffled, but you
Yep.
hear it through the window.
I don't.
One of the
Silent
plants.
tongues as well.
oh shit. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave these books. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the plants don't have eyes. It's the combination. It's either tremor sense or something pheromone based. As far as I understand,
Yeah.
no one's entirely
We missed our
certain.
Oh,
chance.
great, we're being sniffed by plants.
It
Maybe
doesn't matter. They're just
Maybe that's
perimeter
why they
guards.
targeted the dwarf.
Yeah, we missed
How
our chance to leave.
dare you!
No, it's because
By all
they didn't
rights,
have line
I
of sight
should
of Elsyan.
By all rights, I should smell
Ugh.
like fire to them, and
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
else.
but if you would want
Mm.
both
No, you'll
Unless
smell
I
like
chance
elf
to-
perfume.
can just
When-
So, is there anything you wish to do?
Our
Anything
cologne
else?
perfume.
I
No.
don't think we're gonna find anything. We can try.
It looks like they've been pretty thorough.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd have left behind anything that.
We missed our chance when it teleported out.
and
Yeah,
Malcolm,
should have gone straight for them.
Yeah.
at the moment
are
without
you
them.
doing anything, Malcolm? Outside?
I'm mostly just keeping an eye around. Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye around. I'm not really doing much.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check, just to keep an eye out.
Who knows? They might send something here. Oop. Forgot I had to pick up my mouse because the dog knocked it down.
The dog stole the mouse.
$21.
You look around, and in this moment, as you otherwise watch as Rook goes up to the side and begins shouting through the window, you look up, and then you hear something. Words, and you kind of turn your head to one side, and you watch as this magic begins to ripple almost towards the mansion.
Guys?
In this instant, I would like everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. as the ground begins to violently shake, as
Do I
earthquake
need
has
to-
been
Wait.
cast.
As we're
They're
flying.
earthquaking us.
Yep,
Wait,
that's karma right there.
Us flying.
You're
we need to
you're
make
on the
it-
ground. I asked for specifics. I need dexterity saving throws from everyone other than Rook and Gabby.
I couldn't be on the ground
Why not?
Oh boy,
because
Sasha
of the
Smashfist
plants.
is gonna roll a dex
I'm,
save.
me and Shattercrest aren't one size larger, so we wouldn't have been on the ground at all
Why not? You're outside.
because of the plants. Because of the plants.
Yeah, but Gabby's around you. The point is, they're sheltered because Gabby's one size larger nearby.
Hmm.
That's why I asked for
I-
specifics on what you're doing, and you're waiting outside, so I assumed you're on the ground.
I thought I was in the air the
Well-
whole time, but alright.
Okay,
Let's
Elsyan.
do that.
Yes. My save is a grand total of 7.
You are knocked prone.
Yeah, I thought so.
A non-natural 1.
Ow, my bony
You
elf
are
ass.
definitely knocked prone. I would say with the non-natural one, you fall down a step, you don't take any damage, but you begin to slide.
Sasha.
Motherfucker.
Queglod.
It's the adamantine. It's surprisingly
was-
slippy.
A phenomenal 5.
We're doing well, guys.
Ooh, phenomenal
Yeah.
5. Okay,
Don't worry,
you are knocked
I touched
prone. I would also like you to roll a concentration check for your detect magic that's currently up. What did you get, Bern?
yes, I got a grand 7 as well.
You are knocked prone. Roll me a concentration check for Vira, please.
Oh boy.
What are you lot doing?
Malcolm, what did you get?
Me and Shattercrest both got 13.
Okay, both of you fall prone as you are
12.
outside as the ground begins to immediately and very violently collapse.
Interesting. Did you know you can get power?
Okay, time to roll a d10. Okay. Sam,
Yes.
please roll me 2d20s. Queglod, please roll me 2d20s. And Rook, please roll me 2d20s.
Fishers. Well, I got a natural 20 and an 11.
Okay.
I got 16 and 16.
16 and 16, okay.
I got a 17 and a 4.
Okay, so assuming this is the ground floor here, 4, 20 would be up here. We've got 11, 16, and 16, so 11 would be just here. 16 and 16 would be right there, and then you said 17, which would be right. Actually, no, it'd probably be further along, so 17 would be there, and 16 and 16 would be around here. Okay.
I don't like this at all.
Okay, these cross from one side of the area to another. I would like Elsyan, please roll me 2 more d. Oh no, Sasha, please roll me 2 d20s. Bern, roll me 2 d20s, and Malcolm, roll me 2 d20s.
Do we want higher or lower here, Chris?
You'll find out.
4s.
12 and 15.
I think I got the 2 worst possible rolls.
Okay, so Sasha, what did you get?
12 and 15.
12. And 15 is there.
I think I got the 2 worst possible
Malcolm,
rolls.
what did you get?
Double 4s.
Double 4s. So they both run straight across the house. Oh no. Okay.
So
Bern?
it appears that I got the worst rolls.
18 and 20. No, because mine, I think, get on top of us.
18 is there, so that one narrowly misses the house.
Okay.
The 20, that's
Yeah.
a chasm that's engulfing Shattercrest and Malcolm.
They're destroying their own house.
You're inside it.
Yeah.
So, in
down
this instant, as each of you fall to the ground, most of you losing concentration, you hear the sound of rumbling and cracking below you.
Can we
Okay.
do it?
In this instant, I will say everyone roll for initiative, and we will do this in order from when this happens. Bern or Malcolm, as you're otherwise outside and you're otherwise knocked to the ground, you feel another presence of magic disappear.
Yeah.
They did it in last.
Okay, so 25 to 20, everyone.
I got 20.
21.
21 Queglod. 2015.
17 again.
17 on Sasha. Okay.
15 again.
Today is a weird day for
15.
Sasha.
15 to 10.
14.
Oh, whoops. Give me a sec.
14.
Sorry, I blanked.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, never mind.
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, after 4.
You were all in order already, except for Elsyan. Okay, cool. Just move Elsyan to the bottom there. Okay. So, Queglod, start of your round. You are currently on the ground and you can feel the ground beneath you beginning to shake and change as you watch as the wood and the stone begins to warp and crack. What do you wish to do?
Okay.
Oh, did you lose concentration on the...
It was a 12 on the
Yeah.
sheet magic.
Yeah, that's gone.
Okay.
What did Vira get?
14 or 15, I think.
That's gone, yeah. Okay, so the concentrations have ended on that.
We didn't really take damage, did we?
No, but Earthquake forces you to make immediate concentration saves against the DC of Earthquake, I believe. For the instance, the tremor rips through the ground, 100-foot radius. Each creature on the ground that is concentrating must make concentration saving throw. On a fail, the creature's concentration is broken. Yeah, and that's versus...
Is it my save or her save?
It's her save.
Her save.
Or his save. You don't know which one it is.
Plus
Of course.
Oh, unless you're referring to
really? 21.
Vira or yours. Yeah. It's...
21 left for her.
Oh, for her? For her?
Yeah.
In which case, yeah, she'd be fine. So you still got past that trace.
Yeah, sorry, I blanked. I forgot to add modifier.
No, that's fine. So, Queglod, you are first up. What would you like to do?
Okay. How robust is the roof?
The roof, from what you remember, is timber and slate.
Okay.
It will collapse soon. Also just going to roll a d20 for when her turn began. Okay.
Am I allowed to say something?
On your turn, yes. Okay.
Okay. Right, I'm going to spend half my movement getting up.
Okay.
It's 15 feet.
The ground is considered difficult terrain at the moment, by the way, while Earthquake is going on.
Okay, so
As the timbers and the boards are beginning to split. 5, 10,
yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yep.
Okay. All right.
You've made it to
I am
there.
going to try and lower part a section of the roof up above here. I guess centered on like here, shatter.
Okay.
Action to do that. I want to cast it slightly below the roof so that hopefully it'll be blasted up and outwards.
Okay, good call. Go ahead and roll me damage, and then go ahead and roll me a... I'll say this is a d20 roll on the second one. So go ahead and roll me damage first.
Okay.
Damage should be double as well, right?
No, it's just disadvantage to constructs.
Ah,
So it failed its save, so it's taking the full damage from this.
I thought I might have done siege damage to buildings.
Nope. No, she casts it at 5th level, so it's pretty strong anyway.
Oh wow.
29.
Ooh,
Thunder damage.
yeah, easy. The roof of the building, otherwise beginning to collapse and be destroyed anyway, it shatters up and outwards as you watch as the tiles are shot everywhere. Rook, you are mildly peppered with you're mildly peppered with little bits of like shard and shrapnel. As you otherwise fly there, you can see the area around you visibly shaking and moving. As you back off, you can see the building quaking from side to side.
Okay. And then bonus section, Big Felipe.
Okay, Big Felipe in that room. Got it.
Yep. With a bit of the roof gone, there should be room for him to get in here and be like 5 foot off the ground.
Yep, that's fine. Flying is going to be difficult, but given the enclosed space, but it's certainly possible.
That's fine. Yeah, as long as he's not going to be on his back as he's summoned. Is that a
Yep.
thing?
That's fine.
And be like, I guess we'd be there, but
Yeah, that's fine.
just off the ground somewhat.
Yep.
All right, in here if you can make it.
Okay. You shout that over the rest. Rook.
Hey, I am. Can I see the fissure opening up next to Malcolm?
Yes, you can see them opening up, and you see the beginning of the structure beginning to fall. It's probably got one round before it collapses.
Okay, is this part here? Is it collapsing towards Malcolm and Shattercrest?
It looks like it's a cavity opening up below them.
Okay, right. Okay, in that case, then I am going to. I mean, this is going to be mildly inconvenient, isn't it? All right, I'm going to use Gabby to try and help Shattercrest get up.
Mhm.
So between me and Gabby, we're going to try and support Malcolm and Shattercrest. Not too sure how we're going to do that with Malcolm, but we're going to help Shattercrest anyway because he's bigger and maybe both her talons or something. I don't know. I'm just going to give the help action to these two if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 2 d20s. These will just be flat d20s, and these will be to basically pick up the two of them.
19 and a 2.
Okay. As you go towards Shattercrest, you kind of pull Shattercrest up, as Shattercrest is now upright and kind of prepared to fly in this scenario. As you go to swoop for Malcolm, though, you watch as the ground shifts underneath him and the claw misses. He is still prone in this instant.
Okay, in that case then, Shattercrest, can you grab him? He's too low down for me.
Okay. That will get down to... That will be on Malcolm's turn.
Excellent, and that'll end my turn.
Okay.
There's not much more I can do.
End of your turn. The earthquake proceeds. And the building collapses. Okay. Sasha, Elsyan, and Bern. You are on the ground in this instant. You are next to several walls and inside an interior structure that is earthquaking. I would like each of you to make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please. And Queglod, I would like you and Felipe to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. Rook, because of your positioning, you do not need to roll a dexterity saving throw. However, Shattercrest and Elsyan, please, or Shattercrest and Malcolm, please do the same.
Remind me, Lapis Crescendo lets me re-roll a save, doesn't it?
Correct, yes.
Well, I will have to re-roll to a disadvantage, won't I?
You'll still have to roll with the disadvantage, yeah.
What was I rolling again?
Not better, that's actually worse, but oh well.
Dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, I'm
is this
so
me
good at
or
these.
Felipe or both?
Both, please. But you don't have disadvantage, Queglod.
Well, we both failed.
Okay. Hold on.
I also
I
failed.
love it.
Natural 3, natural 1, 2 natural 1s. Bern.
I give up.
3.
Natural 4. Queglod and Felipe.
Hold on. I still need to roll for Felipe. It's
Rolling
a
is-
15 for me. And
Rolling is-
disadvantage for Felipe?
No, just a flat roll for Felipe. Because you have the open air, you can
Okay.
go up. So
Right, okay.
what was yours, sorry?
Mine?
Yeah.
15.
15?
And that's going to be 9 for Felipe.
Okay. Everyone who rolled, unfortunately, as the building collapses, different portions of rubble begin to collapse inward and begin to pin you down. Felipe is now grounded and pinned under rubble as the roof collapses underneath him, catching both of his wings. You on top as another portion of wall begins to collapse inwards towards you. Bern, you fall through the floor and are buried under rubble, stone supports and wooden flooring. Elsyan, you fall through to the first floor, or the ground floor, taking damage as you do so as portions of wall and door begin to fall inwards on you. And Sasha, you fall at one of the peak points of the stairwell as it collapses inwards towards you.
So how much
Malcolm,
damage?
I haven't done damage yet. I'm just saying where everyone is. So you're all pinned and otherwise trapped underneath rubble. You'll need to make athletics checks as your action to escape. Further damage will be done while you're underneath the rubble while the earthquake goes on. Malcolm, as you're outside and there is a sinkhole underneath you, the rubble from the wall collapses on towards you, and where Shattercrest is covered and pinned by the wall, does not suffer the same fate as you otherwise have the floor underneath you begin to give way as well as a fissure begins to open up. I'm going to roll for the depth of the fissure at this point because you're directly in the path of it. I'm also going to roll for the ones that are directly in the path of Elsyan and Sasha along the top floor. Okay. So, Malcolm. Actually, I'll do the damage that everyone takes from this, from the collapsing wall. So everyone suffers 15 points of bludgeoning damage. This is considered magical because it's being conjured from a spell, or due to the effect of a spell. So that is 15 points of damage to everyone. Malcolm, as you are falling 50 feet into a chasm, take... low rolls so far, but that's fine. 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now trapped 50 feet under, with stones beginning to fall in over the top of you. Bern, Elsyan, and Sasha, each of you take 4 points of bludgeoning as you fall to the floor below.
That would be halved, though, for me.
How much?
That one would be halved because that's falling damage. 4 points of damage.
And the previous one was 15?
Previous one was 15, yes, which Shattercrest does take as well.
1-5.
Felipe, as Felipe falls through to the lower floor, given Felipe's slightly additional height, Felipe takes 6 points of damage. Queglod, you will take... Yes.
Relevant.
Yeah, the wings were trapped and pushed down. The rubble that otherwise fell on top of you has done the 15 points of damage to you and Felipe. Felipe's taken 6 from the full damage, though, as you are pinned onto the lower floor. Okay. Going back to the initiative order in this instance, Sasha, you are currently buried under rubble on the ground floor. And you feel the ground beneath you beginning to shift, as next to you is a fissure where where bits of rubble are beginning to slowly drift into. You do not need to worry about falling into that, but trying to escape via foot will result in that. You are currently prone and grappled by the rubble, however.
Right. So if I make an athletics check to avoid, to get out of the prone and grapple and what have you, that then puts me in danger of falling into the rubble, or if I start moving, does that...
If you start moving, if you do anything that causes you to move, that will then... So if you get up from prone, you will then suffer the risk of falling in. At the moment, as you stand, you're only ever so slightly sliding, but you won't fall in anytime soon.
Okay. Where do we stand on me using banishment on myself to just nope out of this situation? Because if stuff is falling on top of me, it will then fill that space, and I can't go back to a space that's filled. That's in the spell. So
Didn't we establish that using banishment on yourself doesn't work?
No, it does.
it does.
It does. It sends you to the other planes. You can concentrate on it. It just means that anything you will hear and be able to interact with nothing through the course of this.
Yeah.
So you will not be able to help anyone. You will not be able to do anything. You are on your own and you can't see anyone currently.
Yeah. It feels a bit... Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. Let's see here. What have I got? I was looking through these, but there's nothing that's... That is a question. 1 second, I need to look through some stuff here.
Sasha casts her own earthquake. No, might not be better.
Huh. Okay. Can I cast animate objects?
Okay.
He's going to try to get the building to climb off you.
With what intent / target?
Okay, so there's a lot of objects around at the moment. My thought is, if I use it to either do one big object or lots of small objects, they all have fly speeds. Could I use them to just sort of, like, one above me, one below me, and just sort of like we slowly push out?
It's doable. Keep in mind you are pinned under several layers of rubble, which will come into effect because they'll need to make strength checks to break out.
That's fair.
And you'll still take the damage. It's a viable strategy. Keep in mind that if you are at all on the ground, so they don't make their first their first check at the end of this turn, you then have to make a concentration save at the end of the turn. Which then means it could disappear. So if you have faith that they'll succeed on the strength check or the athletics check, then that's fine. Notably, Rook, you can dig people out of this, by the way.
Yeah, I figured I'm probably going to be doing a bit of excavating myself.
Don't worry, Elsyan's got a plan.
I hope so, because your chasm's 90 feet deep.
But basically, what huge objects are around me currently?
The staircase. In this current system, the staircase has crumbled, and there's a large chunk just below you, where you otherwise fell onto it.
What my thought process is can I climb partially? Well, obviously I'm grappled right now, but can I use this to turn the staircase into a huge creature? And I also get to do another medium-sized chunk as well, just in case. And use the sort of medium-sized chunk as basically just to keep things off of me for the most part. And then use the staircase to sort of be the driving force upwards.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll say you do that, and as you otherwise cast the spell, channeling it through, the staircase below you begins to almost warp slightly, becoming more of a softer angle to be laying on, as it otherwise begins to rise up. Another bit curls over top and begins pushing. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check with the huge stat for the large object.
That is a +4, and again, there is also an additional medium-sized chunk that's
Yep.
helping, I guess.
So I'll say add a +1 to this, in addition to the +4 that you have. So
Nice.
+5.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me that. This is versus the DC that is on this. Yep.
That is a natural 1.
Nope. In this instance, the rubble begins to hail on and begin pushing down. The constructs aren't destroyed, but they do take the damage, as you will as well, from at the end of your turn. Go ahead and roll me a concentration check, as you are still pinned.
I do have advantage on this.
Yep.
18s.
That is a fail versus her DC.
On a concentration check?
It's versus her DC, I believe.
What do you mean?
Each creature on the ground that is concentrating must make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, the creature's concentration is broken. It's versus the spell's DC,
I'm
which
no
is
longer
hers.
technically on
Yeah,
the
it's
ground.
technically not a spell anymore, right?
Yeah,
It's taking damage from just rubble.
No, it
think that's
doesn't
like it's
still
it doesn't
happening.
specify, so it's still her spell. It's
Yeah.
still her DC.
It's the so in this instance where she's pinned against
Okay,
the rubble.
to clarify, that's
and-
18 plus my con mod.
Okay, so that is
22?
that would succeed. Yes. So you maintain
so it
concentration of
doesn't matter
animate
either way.
objects. You'll still be taking the damage from this, which is in part to that, so it doesn't influence the concentration for this. However, you do take 18 points of bludgeoning damage from the rubble, as it is otherwise continuing to pile on and fold in. You're pinned to the ground. You've got the staircase below you, which is animated, and the bit above you, which is the driving force. It's still crushing you, as it is being weighed down upon.
That is fine, as long as it minimizes the damage I take, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more than happy to take damage.
What is the hit points of each of them?
The large one is the medium one has 40 hit points.
Okay.
An AC of
I care about the AC. I'm just after the hit
okay.
points.
The huge one has 80.
Okay, so the huge one's probably got eight rounds, maybe 6 if it does get if there are some nasty rolls in there before it goes down. The other one's probably got 2 rounds if it takes more damage from the rubble.
That's fine. Okay, let's go. Next push. We can do that on
Next
the
turn is Malcom. You are currently at the bottom of a chasm, and rubble is beginning to kind of pile in on the surface of your face as you're otherwise underground. As bits of stone begin to fold in, you see the feathers of Gabby beginning to fade as the darkness begins to close in from the stone and dirt. What would you like to do?
I mean, there's only one real thing that I can try. Can I try and feel where the epicenter of this earthquake is?
From here, it will be a perception check with disadvantage because you're 50 feet underground.
It's the only thing that I can do. there's only I can only try and dispel this. I don't have the strength to get out of this.
Go ahead and give me a roll then.
Uh, 30-20.
Okay, you begin to listen for where it is. It's somewhere nearby. It's in the earth, but with everything falling on it, you won't be able to get a clean line of sight. It's above ground somewhere up there where the epicenter hit. Somewhere in this general vicinity. But it's 50 feet up and away from you.
Well, so
Either. How big is this chasm?
It is around 10 feet wide, but it's 50 feet deep, and it gets narrow as you get to the bottom. You fell all the way to the bottom because you were prone, and otherwise it began to collapse in over the top of you. Bern, you'll be up next, and Elsyan, you'll be up after that. So think about what you want to do,
I know.
just because we're getting close to stop time.
The only thing I can really do is hopefully get this work, maybe? Equal. So, I can go to what CR? I can go to CR 18. Give me 1 sec.
That's
Morph
fine.
into Diglett.
If you can turn into a blue dragon or something, you can dig.
Diglett dig.
Yeah. You are currently pinned and prone, so you'll need to break out of it as a dragon first before you'll be able to burrow. It's like needing to
if I
orientate
can,
yourself to dig.
I can just turn into a dragon. Let's see. I'm just gonna quickly look and see what kind of dragon has the ability to dig.
Okay. While you look that up, Bern, we'll move on to you. The rubble is falling in over the top of you. You see Felipe nearby, pinned as two large bits of wood have otherwise collapsed on his wings. And you see Queglod over the top, covered by a bit of rubble, but not too much. But they are still pinned to the ground next to you. You can hear the sounds of other people around you as a crack narrowly misses you going past. In this instance, I'd like you to make me a dexterity saving throw. DC is vastly reduced as this is just going to determine how close you are to it. Using your first lucky. Natural 20. You realise the fissure where the fissure is nearby. You grab onto one last bit of remaining structure and you pull yourself with what little might you have a few feet away from the rift as it begins to collapse in on itself. As you hear various noises around you of further collapse. What would you like to do on your turn? You're quiet.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. I would like to. Oh. Okay. Hold up. Stop.
Stop.
Yeah. I was burping like 4 times there. I can talk. Okay. Can I reach Felipe and Queglod?
I'll say it's possible. You won't be able to move at all, but you might be able to get your fingers to touch Felipe, but not Queglod. Queglod's too far away.
If I use teleport, would Queglod get pulled because she's technically holding Felipe?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No. Well, oh wait, you holding, yes.
Yeah.
But in this situation, it wouldn't be like a mount. It would just be she's gripping hold of.
Yeah,
Felipe.
she's holding Felipe, so
Hmm.
she's basically linked. That's what I mean.
Yeah, so that'd be possible.
Okay, if that's the case, I will
I'm sorry. But
touch
it's
him.
getting really
I shall.
stuff, but then gets to not telling.
Teleport us out here, I guess.
Now,
Out there?
here,
Yeah. just like away from the house, seeing us.
Oh, not into the upper floor, away from.
No. Yeah, outside, away from the house.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100, please, because this is a very panicked and not thought out with an item affixed to it.
Yeah, I mean, we were there like literally less than 10 minutes ago. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just still going to need a roll.
Teleport.
1. Oh, no.
Goodbye.
Are you sure that's not a 100?
No, that is a 1. Oh, no. It's a crit fail and a D100, my boy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It is.
We have now lost Bern again.
Here's what happens.
He was a
You stretch out your hand and you grab Felipe's feathers. In that instant, you cast teleport, frantically panicking, thinking of anywhere but here. And your mind immediately goes, where's safer than here? Home.
Yeah.
And in that instant, several instances of home crop up in your mind and in Queglod's mind.
Yeah.
And in that instant, you find yourself with the magic teleporting
Yeah.
in a strange place. Somewhere torn between two locations.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to remove you from the map for now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Bye.
god. Clearly, I was not paying enough attention, so sorry about that. But am I caught up in this as well?
Yes,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
he grabbed Felipe, because you two are basically adjacent, so your caster's carrying, and he casted teleport. He rolled a natural 1 on a D100.
Yeah, I caught that
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
I was planning on sticking around to help with Big Felipe. But
If you want to become unwilling to this, you can. And it will just be Bern.
I mean, I was supposed to teleport us up outside.
Yeah, that was the intention.
Right.
Yeah, you tried.
Yeah, I guess that'd be.
Yeah, if you'd aimed for like a teleportation circle.
Yeah, the thing is he's trying to go outside so he can continue to
Yeah,
help after
I
this.
thought it was
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in this
Get
instant,
outside.
trying to
I
help.
don't think in that instance I would have. I mean, it feels like a bit of a dick move to retroactively cancel it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Jesus.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm so sorry, buddy. That is the worst luck possible.
Oh,
Goodness.
that.
I wish that was a D100 on like, a divine check.
Oh, that if it was a divine check, that would have been great. But in this instant, that's
The dice
Okay.
hate us.
Oh.
the amount of natural ones today, including on a D100, is surprisingly high.
Quick question: has enough time passed for me to use divine intervention by any chance?
When did you use it last?
The last time I remember using it was when I was with Elsyan's mother, but I genuinely don't remember.
Then it would have been with Elsyan's mother, so it would be back by now. Yeah.
Oh,
Would have been like 3
However,
months.
Elsyan, it is your round. Roll me a
I
de-
am gonna.
I was going to say, roll me a
wait, hold
dexterity
on,
saving
hold on.
throw as you are
Hold
in
on.
the ground. What?
I didn't get to do my turn because I was looking for a dragon and I found it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
No.
it is young copper.
Okay, so you are now a
Is it?
young copper
No,
dragon
no.
under.
No,
underground.
it wasn't young copper. It was brass.
Okay.
Young brass.
You are a young brass dragon underground. You are still pinned. That is your action. Elsyan, it's your turn.
Right, dex saving throw, yeah?
Yes, please. As the chasm underneath you has opened up, this will be for you to grab hold of a ledge to try not to be pulled
Yeah,
down.
that's an 8.
You reach for the ledge, and your hand catches, but the rubble above you pulls you down. Take.
Okay,
If you have a reaction to do something, you can do so now. Alternatively, if
mean-
you have your plan afterwards, I'll do the damage from
I
falling.
mean, there's some cool people on the server.
it all depends on whether you allow me as a reaction to cast Dimension Door, and as it's an action spell, I'm guessing the answer is no.
Probably not, no. So you'll take the damage, and then you'll be able to cast it,
Don't you
but
have
you'll be
Misty Step?
falling.
Cool.
Misty Step's a bonus action still, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's only 30 feet, and you said it
Yeah.
was like 90 feet down anyway.
It's 90 feet
And
chasm.
it's also
yeah.
to a spot that I can see.
Dimension
Don't-
door you can guess.
Dimension Door, it's anywhere within 500 feet, and I'm going straight up.
It's 500 feet up,
Hey,
falls
up.
400 feet. Poof.
Right.
But here's the thing, I fall 500 feet, I've got Fly, so I'll have a turn in order to cast Fly on
Yeah,
myself.
no, that is a very fair
I
shout.
have the plan,
Yeah, that is fair.
but Bern has disappeared. Right, yes, how much damage, Chris?
26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
I rolled a few high and a few low, so it's about average. As you hit the ground, otherwise carving against the wall sections here, and you hit the ground below, the earth kind of piling in on top of you, you cover your mouth as best you can, you speak the words for Dimension Door, and you
500 feet up.
envisage 500 feet up. As you shoot upwards, you feel the cold air once again as you see the ground around tremoring and quaking, large cracks opening up, and sections of the house falling in. You watch as a large number of the bulbs begin to, what look to be, some of them begin to uproot themselves and begin to try and crawl or roll as best they can, as most of them are consumed by the earthquake.
Oh god, it's carnage beneath me, isn't it?
It is. You see a flying rook with Gabby, otherwise looking down, and you
Can I
don't
call out
see
to
the
Rook?
rest.
Rook!
You're,
Help!
you're 400 feet up.
Yeah.
At
It's
this
a bit
point.
of a distance.
I'll say
Yeah.
you shout, but you don't know if the words will reach him at all.
I'm just waving my arms falling. I'm gonna have to cast Flower myself.
Okay,
Oh.
But it depends.
Queglod.
Policies to encourage them. Or
This is a natural one. This is. Oh man, hold on. I've got to.
to encourage.
Okay, this is.
But it's just.
Or a Mance Ravine with you lot.
I will
Interesting.
say, I will say,
Oh,
there are actual rules to a natural one or a mishap on the teleport table.
Each teleportation or target object takes 3d10 force damage, and the DM rerolls the table to see where you wind up. Multiple mishaps can occur, dealing damage each time. Okay, and the DM rolls these.
Yeah, so it's up to you to
Okay,
determine,
so I will do the 3d10 damage, and then I will roll the d100s. So, I don't know why I'm... Okay, no, I don't use the percentile dice for the
I will say
damage.
this, you also can just do what you like to put them wherever you like.
Oh, I
but,
know.
you
I intend to, but I'm first of all going to roll to see how much damage you take, because that's a point. Okay, Queglod, Felipe, and Bern, you each take 22 points of force damage. Now I'm going to roll to see where you end up, and see if it's somewhere that I like. Okay.
Can this put us in another plane or no?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Welcome.
If it
to
gets
an
really
Alliance
bad,
prison.
yes.
Welcome to an Alliance prison.
Okay. Thinking somewhere outside a grassy field.
Robin Hood is a.
You look around, and you are both both fall, hitting the ground hard with the kind of the heavy bludgeoning. You look around, both covered in dust, as you just look across the horizon. You see large amounts of what look to be almost orange, like sand and dust. You see large spires of stone in the distance with carved runes across the surface of them.
What? Yeah.
You feel the energy around you begin to quake, and your arms' hairs begin to stick up on end. You do not feel safe here.
We are not in Goledon, got it?
You are not in Goledon. You do not know where you are, but the temperature has drastically increased.
Like them being a fascist path.
Okay. Queglod, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Yeah.
You immediately look around and see this environment, and it's strange.
Yeah.
Alright, we're a long way from home. Bern, do you have another teleport in you?
Yeah, I do. Just give me a second.
If you do that, will you also be able to get us all home?
Yes, I can. Don't worry. I have 2 more teleports.
Yeah.
Well, we have literally no idea where we are here.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do.
I'm gonna
Yikes.
I'm gonna try and take us to a room again in the air. And we can fly us up.
Okay, we will do that in just a moment. Rook!
Okay. I'm making sure that Felipe is not
Okay.
prone.
What is the madness that I'm currently seeing / hearing? I'm hearing little
This
girly
entire
screams. And...
this entire place has collapsed, As you look around, you see a large number of the bulbs beginning to try and crawl or roll away, with a large number of them collapsing into the large cracks that are formed in the ground. The building collapsing inwards. You do not see any of your friends in sight. You watch as large portions of it begin to sink in and fall into cracks, as you see ones where your friends may have been previously now disappearing. You see Shattercrest covered with rubble as Shattercrest begins to try and push off, flexing her wings to try and break out. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check, please, Malcolm, for Shattercrest, because we forgot to do that at the end of your turn.
Yep. Just gotta check what
And
athletics is.
yep.
I'm guessing it's just a +6.
Okay. I will roll the damage just in case she fails.
And rolls are not going well today.
Nope. 17
Not-
points of bludgeoning damage.
God, okay.
You
I know it's
see,
a long shot. Do I see
Half.
a tiny little Elsyan flying around in the sky?
you wouldn't think to look up at this instant.
Yeah.
I don't just take half damage from non-magical stuff.
This is magical, because this is from the earthquake's effects from the
Magical,
rubble.
Oh, so even the rubble is magical.
The rubble effect that is being caused by the spell is being made magical, but the falling damage from falling to level or down the chasms is non-magical.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter because dragons don't have that.
Nope.
Okay. All right, then. In that case, then, where Malcolm was, can I see that there's a fissure there now?
You see a fissure, and you see that it's now buried. He's now maybe
Oh.
under 20 feet of rubble.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, and I can see Shattercrest,
You
and
can
is the
see
fissure still growing?
The fissure is beginning to grow, but it's beginning to connect more to the middle ones. So it's going to break off and go further to the middle, but it's going to pass by Shattercrest. But where Shattercrest is pinned, if it grows this way, it will consume Shattercrest.
Okay, I'm going to use Gabby to try and knock off the debris from the top of
Shattercrest. Go
Shattercrest.
ahead and roll me an athletics check then, please.
Okay, Gabby, what is athletics? Flip me. I've got to go to
She
my
has
overlay to find
advantage
out what
because
we-
she's affected by enlarge reduce here.
Yep. Athletics is it Dex?
Strength.
It's strength. Oh, okay. Gabby's got decent strength. Okay. So
And
with
advantage. Yep.
That says +4. So that's 17.
17. You begin to clear it off, which helps, but it does not free Shattercrest entirely. As you otherwise beginning to clear it off, the rubble does keep falling for the last little bits of structure and stone, which fall and kind of replace some of the old bits, but not enough to fully bury her again. The DC has been lowered, but she will still have to unbury herself on her turn.
With the last of my movement, I'm going to fly to the very top of the house and look down to see if I can see anyone.
Okay. Doing as much clearing as you can before swooping back around, you look down, you see rubble. You do not see any of your friends just yet, as either they are buried or not there.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, at this current point, Rook is currently panicking, thinking, how the hell has he lost to Felipe? The size of the Felipe? Like, where is Bern? Where is Sasha? Where the hell's Elsyan? Where is everyone? And he's worried. So, yeah, he's there in a bit of a fluster at the moment.
It's just going to be that scene from Morrowind, but you actually land properly. All right.
God.
At this time, it would roll back round to the beginning of the turn. The chasms have now fully connected. The depths are full. The building is destroyed, as it has lost 100 points of health already. The collapse has occurred, so I have nothing else to worry about here, except for future rubble at the end of your turns. Sasha.
I want to make clear, I have to go after this.
Yep, that's fine.
I do have to go, like, now.
Yeah.
Elsyan, you're fine with, you've got your fly coming up, so we'll end that there. It's just getting these last people out.
So,
That's fine.
after fly, I'll do what I can. Not a lot, to be honest.
To help shift if need be, using Telekinesis or Bigby's hand if you have it.
I don't have it learned yet.
Okay.
That's the next thing I'm going to learn.
Bit of a weird one here. Is this spell still ongoing?
Yes.
I'll submit it.
Can I cast Dispel Magic on it?
Yeah.
You would need to target the epicenter. You don't entirely know where it is.
No. I'm gonna head off, guys.
Yep.
Speak to the guys later.
See you later.
Catch you later, dude.
Wait, it just says a object, creature, or magic effect within range.
Yes.
The effect itself is within range.
Yes. However, the epicenter is the center of where it was cast. So much like how if you had a fireball with a radius, I'm affecting the epicenter
Yeah, but it
as the
doesn't
main
say I have
target.
to see it, does it?
No, but you can guess where it is. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
You can
but
guess
what
where
I
it
mean,
is.
What I
but-
mean is, I don't have to see it or know where it is as long as it's within range, and I know for a fact
Mhm.
that I am within the range because it can only do 100 feet in any radius, right?
Yep, that's true. You still have to
And-
target the epicenter though, where you don't need to know necessarily like where exactly it is, but you need to point in the correct direction for that. So this would require a pre-required perception check to know where you're aiming, so that you get it in the correct
what sort
direction.
of perception check would I need to know that?
This
And
would
that
just
cost me an action or
this
something?
would be a perception check with disadvantage, or you can spend an action and it will be a flat roll.
I'll just take one with disadvantage because
Okay.
if I can work it out from that, my perception's all right. It's not great. It's perception. That's a 10 altogether.
You know it's close, but you don't know the exact direction of it.
Right. Then then I can't really risk doing the dispel. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Maybe.
getting weirder and weirder with how I'm using spells here. What are your thoughts on if I used okay, how technical are we on the magic items are harder to destroy?
Depends on the situation.
I'm wondering, can I cast magic weapon on the medium one that's floating above me to make it a better defense for me? You know what? I'm just gonna fucking try and yeet myself out of here using the having them these two floating creatures objects with me break through as much as possible.
Okay.
I will be defending myself with my shield because I'm with the movement that's already happened to some degree. That should help defend me a bit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check once again. You may use your own this time, as you have now made a space for you to try and push out if you wish to use yours or theirs.
I'll use. Do I have proficiency in athletics? I don't. I'll use their. It would.
Theirs
will
is
there be
still the
different
plus
DCs?
5.
Yeah, theirs is a +5, so it's still ever so slightly higher. Actually, if I can now do it, can they assist me in my one?
So giving you advantage?
Yeah, because it's a lower maximum but a higher average.
I'll say if you wish to assist them, it will be a +2 to their overall here, I'll say, but it won't be with advantage.
Okay.
Just because in this instance it's less of a
then
they're able to
I'll
pull you
assist
out.
them as best I can.
Yeah. So there we have a +2, so it's with a +7 that you're making this roll.
Oh god, so that's a 10.
Okay. You begin to push off, and you give yourself a little bit of room before more bits begin to collapse inwards. It's difficult. Go ahead and roll me the concentration check.
I do want to contest that, and I'll give you what I consider a fairly reasonable explanation. I'm no longer on the ground.
Under what means? You're connected to the
flying.
ground through the rubble. Why?
I'm connected to the ground, but I'm technically flying because I'm on a flying object or
Yeah,
creature.
which is pinned to the ground, which means that the object is taking the damage, as are you.
I think people agree with
It's saying that it's because it's difficult terrain. This is an object that I'm
Okay, in which case, make the save according to the DC of the damage you've taken. So go ahead and roll.
Advantage because of that. That is 16, and of course any damage I've taken would be
Okay.
halved.
So that is 18, and it is from the Earthquake's rubble, so it is not halved, so it is 18 flat.
Okay. Well, there's not much I can do about that.
Okay. So you take 18 damage, but you remain concentrating. Next, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check if you wish to free yourself. Alternatively, you have other plans.
Yep. I was just wondering if the question I sent you.
Anyways, I am going to head off now.
Yep, that's fine. With Sasha is, can I sense with blind sight, or do I need tremor sense? Tremor sense specifically for this. Blind sight for dragons is more about smell and hearing.
Okay, I was just making
Yeah.
sure because
Okay. With
then I
that,
could be able to find her.
yeah. With that roll, easily you manage to free yourself, and you are able to burrow, which gives you the ability to move without taking further damage. What is your burrow speed?
My burrow speed's only 20 feet.
Okay, so it will take you.
Actually, it should, because with the monk thing, it doesn't specifically say walking speed, so it's 30 feet.
So 30 feet. Okay, so 30 feet burrowing as you otherwise begin to dig through the ground. Okay, so you are now 20 feet from the surface as a brass dragon. Bern.
I'm gonna roll the athletics for.
Yep.
For
That's fine. We'll get to the end of the initiative and then we'll pick up again next week.
That should be enough. That's a 18.
Yes, with a DC lower, that's fine. So Shadow Crest is fine now.
Cool.
Okay. So Bern.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're in like a sand land or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Is there any rock nearby?
Yes, plenty.
I'll grab a small rock.
Okay.
Put it in my right pocket.
Okay.
I hop onto Felipe, because he can fly now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I assume we're all connected.
Yep.
I will cast teleport with the object on her room, and
Why
if
is
I can,
Rose-
I'll aim even higher than her.
Oh no.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
This isn't for the associated object. I will clarify that.
Yeah, it's.
51?
Does this mean that you
51.
be okay going out?
Okay. What level are you casting this at, by the way?
8th.
8th. Okay. Okay. As you cast this spell and you arrive in the destination where you otherwise wish to, you feel a surge of wild magic shoot through your veins as you feel the land around you infuse with your energy and begin to build upon you. As you otherwise teleport into the location where you wish to arrive, you land, or you fly just off of this. As Rook, you watch as a Felipe and a Bern reappear with a Queglod on back, and you watch as falling from the sky next to them are 2 earth elementals as they slam into the ground next to them.
Great.
Oh, we're in the air, right?
Yes, the earth elementals are friendly to you.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh.
As your wild magics caused you to cast Conjure Elemental to summon 2 earth elementals.
Okay. Can I control them?
You can't control them. They will act on their own, but they are friendly towards you. With the earthquake still going on, they're not having a fun time.
Help us out if you can, guys. Friends buried underground.
Okay. I'm going to roll initiative for them. Okay, so they will go immediately after you. Okay. At this instance, they are going to search the area. Okay. Okay. One of them finds Sasha and moves over. Given that they've spent their action to search, they're going to move over and begin to otherwise try to circumnavigate through the ruins. This one's going to try and climb up and make its way towards where Sasha is. At that instance, there's a screaming sound as Elsyan begins to fall and casts Fly on himself. Now floating just above in the air, now holding himself there as he's now 200 feet up above the rest of you with the fly and begins to move down towards you all. Sasha is the only one currently not only the current one buried. Well, technically Malcom is, but he's a dragon underground, so he's where he belongs. Okay. So, I will say with a quick resolution, going through Queglod, given that you have plenty of assistance, you lift Sasha out, and you lift everybody off of the ground with the exception of the Earth Elementals who shake their way to death.
That's really sad.
They'll run away, they'll flee to the nearby area, and then they'll disappear in like an hour, so it's fine. Okay. With that, the party is saved. Prill Manor destroyed, and the earth and the area around annihilated, as a dragon shoots up from the ground below, not far from where the edge of the earthquake is, as the rest of you fly there, otherwise hovering above the devastation, surviving a rather dangerous situation, to be sure. So for the stream, thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed, and we will be back next week where the party may decide to take their vengeance. We'll have to see what they want to do. So thank you for watching. Yep. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
4 stars.